Hey guys, I'm Danny Johnson, CEO at TPP, The Positive Porpoise.
I'm Jason Miller from Fins Up SoCal Fan Club.
I'm Scott Howell from Atlanta Dolphin Club.
Mark Angelo, NorCal Dolphin Club.
And you're listening to Clock Blockers, Miami fans' #1 morning show.
Run it, 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 run it.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. What is up, everybody? It is your boy, Stephen D, and we are live on this beautiful Thursday right here on the #1 Miami fan morning show, Clock Blockers. I'm your host, Stephen D. Super excited. I want to say good morning to my Finlaws, my family. I hope you all are doing well. I'm doing well. I'm super excited to be hanging out with you today, and we're going to have a great show. We got a great show already lined up for you today, and why is that? Because y'all are the best fans in the world. That's what this is. Y'all are the best, and we just love having you on each and every day right here on the Miami Sports Music Podcast Network. Glad you guys decided to tune in with me this morning. Let's go ahead and let's get to the rundown. If you guys haven't followed me already, follow me on social media at Stephen D SKPL. Spread kindness, positivity, and love. Make sure y'all do that. We definitely would love for you to come on and follow me on all social media platforms, especially on Twitter. I do love the Twitter. So make sure you follow me at Stephen D SKPL. Spread kindness, positivity, and love. Follow Miami Sports Music on all social media as well. At Miami Sports Music on everything except for Twitter, where it is at MIA Sports Music. All right, make sure you guys do that as well. Also, if you haven't done so already on your way in, give us that thumbs up. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. All those things are free. It doesn't cost you anything to do, and it helps tremendously. So if you guys could do that, that would be greatly, greatly appreciated. Would love for you to come on and hang out with us and share. Let people know that we're here. Okay? We can't grow without people telling other people about us. Also, hey, look, if you want to sign up and become a member today of the channel, we would love for you to do that. There's a few different ways you guys can do that. Well, there's actually only one way for you to sign up and become a member of the family. Okay? Family. Make sure you guys sign up. The link is in the chat. Would love to see 5 or new, 3, 4, 10, 15 new people sign up and become members of the family today. Till Dog, Raul, John Ruiz. You guys are here every day. Become part of the family officially. Would love to see you sign up, become part of the family. It definitely goes such a long way into helping the channel grow. Also, if you want to help the channel grow by donating, there's a few different ways you guys can do that. First way is you can use the YouTube Super Chat or Super Sticker, which is the $ down at the bottom of the chat right here on YouTube. You guys can donate that way. The other two ways that you guys can donate are using the Cash App and PayPal. We have a Cash App $ MSM Podcast Network, and we also have PayPal as well, which is also, believe it or not, MSM Podcast Network. I put the link in the chat below, so you guys can do that there. So make sure you guys do that. Donate to the channel. I don't care if it's $1. If you're able to, it goes such a long way into helping the channel grow. And there's a lot of things we want to do this year. We can't do it without your help. Want to give a big shout out to our sponsors of the show, ZSM Sports. Shout out to Zachary at ZSM Sports for all your sports collectible needs. Make sure you go follow ZSM Sports and Zachary on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook. He's got all the latest stuff. He's got the best signings. Make sure you go see Zachary today at ZSM Sports. And make sure you guys go check out TailGreeter. TailGreeter is a free app that you can download on your current Apple or Android device today. And follow them on social media at TailGreeter, TailGreeter. Just because the football season is over doesn't mean the tailgate doesn't stop. And speaking of tailgates, week 2 of the NFL season, the Baltimore Beatdown, if you guys are interested in coming to that, we got a lot of cool stuff lined up for that. That's going to be a great show. We got tickets to the game, and we have all you can drink and all you can eat tailgate to that. So make sure you guys check it out. And you guys also know that if you're coming to Miami, you got to check out my man Cameron at East 32 Dolphins Tailgate. Go to Tailgreeter, check it out. All the tailgates are right up there. It's the best way to do it. He's awesome, and it's just good stuff. So make sure you guys do that. Shout out to Tailgreeter. All righty. Today is Throwback Thursday, Dolphin Chat Thursday, presented by Tailgreeter. We're going to have a good show today, so it's going to be chill. It's so weird, going through, I do a million things, right? I have a job. I'm a media director and community media director for a movie theater locally here in my area. I'm doing this every day. And it's weird because, it's like, what am I going to talk about this morning? What am I going to talk about for? Oh yeah, you know what? I'm glad you said that, man. Want to remind y'all too. One more thing before I get going into today's show. Want to remind y'all. Let's help out with our brother in peril. He's going through a lot right now. We want to help him out. Todd Liberto. So look to know more here. Let me open link. Want to make sure I put this in here. Share. Copy. Here is the link to our man, our brother, our fellow Finlaw, Todd Liberto. Make sure you guys go check out his GoFundMe. He's being evicted. It's a whole situation. If you want all the details, it's in there. But to just let you know everything that is going on with him. He's got a wife or a fiance that had a brain aneurysm 3 years ago. She's disabled. He has a grandchild that lives with him who's autistic, and he's being evicted out of his home. And so we're trying to raise money for this transition so he can get into a new place that is good for his fiance and everything. So we're trying to raise a goal of $10,000 for this transition for him to help him out. Right now we have $145 raised. I know some of you yesterday on the show donated to that. I will let you know if you guys donate at all to him, it will count towards, if you guys want to do a 10-minute timeout to somebody or a band for the day or anything like that. You guys just let me know. Say, hey, Steven, I went and donated on the GoFundMe, and I'll look at it. And once I confirm it, if you said, Steven, you need to get off the panel for 10 minutes, I'll get off the panel for 10, whatever the case may be. We're trying to come together as a family, and that's what we're going to do. So make sure you guys do that. You guys can also donate to the channel here, and I will let you know I'm going to donate a portion of my proceeds to him as well. So however you guys want to do it, let's just make it happen, man. Okay. All right. Now that I got all that, it's so weird because I'm trying to be like, okay, what can I do that will be a hot topic? Because what hasn't been talked about that's already been talked about. So if you go look at today's show, his name, I put in there like, okay, Tyreek Hill. I mean, we what else can we say about Tyreek Hill? What else can we say about Tua Tagovailoa? What else can we say about Mike McDaniel? What else can we say about Stephen Ross? So what I wanted to do today is and I do this every day. It's not that there's anything new with this. I want you guys to pick the topic for today. So I want to be able to talk with you guys, and I know you have a lot of questions. So what we're going to do for the beginning of the show, because I'm going to do some mini panels later on, is I want you guys to ask me questions, and I want to answer your questions because this is a show for the fans, made by the fans for the fans. I want to talk to you about whatever you want to talk about. So bring on the questions. Put the hashtag Dolphin Chat in your question in the chat, and I'll answer it, and we'll have a discussion about it. And later on, I'll open up the panel, and I'll let you guys come on and talk. But I want to answer your questions this morning. So bring them on. Let's talk, and I want to hear from you. Scummy said, let's talk about Hunter Long. Nobody else does. it's funny you bring that up because I was actually having this conversation with somebody else, and we were talking about positions and how many tight ends are going to stay on this team. And, one of the things that some people were talking about was, is there going to be some guys that have made this team in the past that are not going to make this team moving forward? And I said, look, you got to look at it like this. When it comes to the tight end position, Hunter Long, believe it or not, is probably 3rd or 4th on the depth chart. But are they keeping 4 tight ends? Or are they keeping 3 tight ends? It's a good question, Scummy, if you think about it, right? I agree with you. He's a prototypical tight end, and he gets 0 passes. But you got to see who's in front of him. Mike Gesicki's top 5 tight end in the league. So he's not taking passes away from him. Durham Smythe, believe it or not, guys, the kid is good. He's really good, and he shows up. He shows up. So I like Durham Smythe. He makes the team. And then the question is Hunter Long better than Adam Shaheen? I believe he's better than Ethan Carter. Don't get that twisted, right? But is he better than Adam Shaheen? And then does it go, do they keep 3 tight ends on the roster, or are you keeping 4 tight ends on the roster? And that question gets answered by how many running backs are you keeping and how many wide receivers are you keeping? So Hunter Long, I think, makes the team because he's such a high-round draft pick, and I think he makes it by that, right? And he from what we know, he's good. We got to give the kid a chance to compete. So I would say to your answer, Hunter Long, let's look at him at preseason. He'll get a shot at preseason to make some noise. And then what you're really going to pay attention to there is more of how many running backs are going to stay and how many wide receivers are going to stay. Because that's going to be depending on, do we keep 4 tight ends or 3 tight ends? And that's the real question. And it's so weird because there's a domino effect for him. So good question, Scummy. Flipside Fishing, hashtag Dolphin Chat. What is your favorite memory from a game? And when and how did you become a Dolphins fan? I believe I've answered this in the past, but I have no problem answering it again. I love talking about it. There's 2 games that stick out to me as a fan, as a favorite memory. One was when we traded for Ricky. I thought that we were going to take over the world. Oh my God, we got Ricky Williams. This is going to be great. And for some reason, I remember that as a memory, just trading for him and being very excited about that. But I know that's not from a game. As far as the game's concerned, there's no one game that sticks out to me younger. The older I got, there is. And that is the game that I went to that's right up here, the Miami Miracle. That's still 2018 was probably my favorite season being a Dolphins fan. It was the first year I was a season ticket. Actually, the only year I was a season ticket. I don't think was I a season ticket holder the next year, maybe, but might have been in 2019. But it was my first year ever as a season ticket holder. I think I went to 7 of the 8 home games or 6 of the 8 home games that year. I had never done that before. My wife and I mean, it was great. And so the Miami Miracle was awesome because it was Tom Brady. It was the Cheatriots. I couldn't stand them. Oh, I hated them. And I just wanted to win so bad. And I remember sitting there with like 2 minutes left, just feeling like, man, here we go again. They got our number. I can't stand Tom Brady. And I have to admit, I was down in the dumps. And so my wife, who was with me, she turns to me and she goes, honey, we're going to win this game. And I'm like, I love you, but the odds of us winning this game are very slim. And 7 seconds come out and she's still like, honey, we're going to win this game on a last second play. Okay. And Patriot fans are like in our face. They're talking crap. And I'm just sitting there. and I'm in the row. I'm not in the deep end. I'm about 15. I'm probably 12 rows up from the deep end. The deep end is like those first 3 rows of the deep end section. And I'm sitting there, and I'm just like really depressed at this point. And then the play happens. And it, to this day, like my jaws dropped to the floor. You could feel the stadium shake. It was the greatest feeling ever at a football game. It was pandemonium. What you saw on TV, times it by 10. And then, I went right up to the first 3 rows in the deep end, and Solo's there, and everybody's there, and we're screaming, and we're yelling. And we're just like, that really happened. To this day, still have no idea how it happened. It was, so it's safe to say, Stephen, that your wife has psychic abilities. Yes, she has that ESPN. She definitely does. ESP. I'm just telling you, yeah. And to this day, I will forever thank Rob Gronkowski. Thank you, Gronk. I appreciate it, sir. He didn't have the angle. What's funny is I was at the game, and when I watched that play, I still, I don't have to listen to it because I know how the play was. Because they replayed it so much with the sound. He didn't have the angle. And yeah, so TD's reaction was the best. It made sense. Yeah, TD's reaction was awesome. It was really good. It was good stuff. But yeah, man, I enjoyed it. It was great. That would probably be my greatest game. And then to go back to your question though, how did I become a Dolphins fan? Let me answer that for you. So I mean, look, my dad was military. I grew up and down the East Coast. You named it on the East Coast. I probably lived there. And so my dad was originally from Connecticut, so he was Boston everything, except for the Patriots. And he collected football cards as a kid. And so I had like the early 1970s, 1971, 72, 73. I had their football cards, tops. And so I knew about Bob Greasy and everybody from those early 70 teams, man. And my dad, handed me that. And, I'm 33. So for me, it was Dan Marino. So he would talk to me about Dan Marino. I remember being a kid, I had this little jersey and helmet of Dan Marino to be for Halloween when I was like 7 years old. And so I was always a Dolphins fan. It was always that way. And then throughout the years, I think being a military brat, moving from town to town, it was the only thing that was the constant in my life. Like I went to like 5 different elementary schools. I went to a couple different high schools. The only constant thing for me in my entire childhood was the Dolphins. Now they sucked, but it was the only thing year in and year out that was always the same. And I loved them, and there was nothing else anybody could tell me about them. So that's how it is. I just grew up loving them, and I think ultimately because they were always there for me as a child, and I just loved Dan Marino. Thought he was the greatest thing since sliced bread, and that's what it was for me. Okay. Hashtag Dolphin Chat. With all the talent on our team, nothing less than an AFC championship for me. What are your thoughts, Stephen? I mean, that's easy to say, Alan. Nothing less than an AFC championship game. I would probably say, to be perfectly honest with you, I want a playoff victory. I want a playoff victory. The moves that we made, yes, is good. Don't get it twisted. But I mean, for me, I just got to take baby steps with this team. Because if I go out and say, "Oh my God, AFC championship game or bust," and they make the playoffs and they win a playoff game and I'm still disappointed about it, come on. I don't want to feel that way. we make the playoffs and win a playoff game, we had a great year. We're in the right direction. That's how I feel about it. Because I feel like in order to win a playoff game, you have to be one of the best teams in football. And by the way, that was proven last year. That opening wild card weekend, there was a huge difference between the teams that won and the team that lost. There was a lot of, I don't know if they were blowouts, but they weren't competitive football. I think out of the 6 wild card games this past year, maybe 2 of them were competitive. The other 4 were blowouts, and maybe one of them was really competitive. So, look, if you win a playoff game, you're one of the best. No doubt about it. Let's see here. I was right in the corner in the end zone when Marino did this fake spike. Yes. Bleezy38, hashtag Dolphin Chat. What's your record prediction for this year? My record prediction for this year is probably, look, I've been on record for saying this, that I think it's 11, 12, or 13 wins. And I think that it's not enough to say, if I go out and say 10, we've made too many moves in order for me to say 10 or less. If I go out and say 13 or more, I'm discounting anything that the rest of the AFC has done and understanding that the AFC is part of this prediction too, because look, they're strong and we play a lot of good teams this year. So I'm not ready to say 11, 12, or 13. I want to see the preseason a little bit. I want to see training camp. I want to see the preseason. And so for me, it's 11, 12, or 13 wins, and I'm not sure where I fit in each one of those yet. But I think by the end of preseason, I'll be like, okay, I think we're going to win 11 games, 12 games, or 13 games. I'll have a better, because it's that extra 1 or 2 games that you're like, okay, we can pull it out. We can play against these guys. I'm very confident in this. So, to me, it's 11, 12, or 13. And I know that's a cop-out answer, Bleezy38, but that's the reality of where I'm at right now. Good morning, Stephen D and fam. Let's see. Question. If you could pluck any one player from past, not named Dan Marino, Dolphins teams, and add them to this year's team, who would you add and best improve the roster? Love that question, Scummy. If you could pluck any one player from the past, not named Dan Marino, Dolphins teams, and add them to this year's team, who would you add? Jason Taylor's the first answer that comes to my mind. Or Zach Thomas. I would love any one of those 2 guys. I'd love to have Zach Thomas. On the offensive side, you got to go Ricky. You got to go Ricky Williams on the offensive side. Offensive side, it would be Ricky. Defensive side, it would either be Jason Taylor or Zach Thomas. And I don't think you're wrong with either one of those answers. I believe Roach says, can I interview her? My wife? That would be fun if you guys got to interview my wife. Maybe I'll set that up one day. So you guys get to interview her. That's not a bad idea. I'll bring on a mini panel and y'all can interview her for like 10 or 15 minutes. Rich Tuafin, member for 3 months, DWA for life. Before Tua, who was your number one? Who was your quarterback one? Before Tua, who was your QB one? Marino. All day. Richie Rich. What a great story being there from the Miami Miracle on the Rock, Stephen. Yes. That's awesome. You were at that game. That was good as the Leon Lett game in Dallas. Your reaction to us getting Tyreek Hill was also great. It was pretty good. I did enjoy that. That was a good one. Where are the cards at now? Are they worth money? Believe it or not, I sold my entire collection, my entire football and baseball card collection last offseason to fund the start of this podcast to be able to travel and stuff like that last year. So that hurt. It hurt, but I decided to invest in myself, and I'll get them back one day. That's where I'm at with it. I got a good amount of money for it, and I wanted to start this thing and do it right, and that's what I did. Let's see here. Baby steps is not making the playoffs, not winning one. We need to win a playoff game. That's how I feel about it. Big time. Hashtag Dolphin Chat. We as fans see mega players get mega deals going somewhere else and struggle, i.e. OBJ to the Browns. What makes you think Tyreek Hill won't be that bust? Why do you think OBJ didn't work, but Tyreek Hill will? Great question, big time. Wow. I don't know if I've ever thought about that. I think it's a very valid question, big time. When you're looking at players like OBJ, it's easy to say Tyreek Hill took the money, right? Because he did. He took the bag. There's no really arguing of that. But it's not like OBJ or excuse me, it's not like Tyreek Hill took the bag or didn't take the bag, because he did. There's no arguing that. Tyreek Hill, though, also went to a place where we're kind of we're at this crossroads as a franchise. We're either going to do really, really great or we're going to bust and fall flat on our face. I really don't think there's an in-between for us. We're either going to get a lot better or we're going to get a lot worse. I don't think there's going to be an in-between. That's just how I personally feel about it. And because of that, I do feel like Tyreek could have easily went to the New York Jets, been put in a better, look, New York's a better market. I think for marketing and everything like that, personally, it would probably be better for him. He'd get more opportunities to get bigger brands and endorsement deals and stuff like that being in New York. That's a gimme. I think he came here because he believed he thinks this team is a winner, that it can be a winner, that it can make that next step. And I think that OBJ went to the Browns to try to create something bigger than him. We already have some of these pieces in place. Tyreek Hill was the icing on the cake for everything that we've done. It wasn't like Tyreek Hill was the only move that we made. You go back and you look at Cleveland, you're like, okay, they got in Jarvis Landry that offseason. They got in OBJ. They drafted Baker Mayfield. They had to create something out of nothing. We have a foundation of a defense that is already great. And I feel like you bring in Mike McDaniel's play calling ability or play groundwork, whatever you want to call it, because there's some people that don't believe he was the play caller, whatever. I'll say he's the play caller. His play calling abilities, along with, the weapons that we have, to me, this was a no-brainer for Tyreek. It was a no-brainer for Tyreek Hill. Of course, I'm going to go to Miami and try to win a Super Bowl. Because here's a reality to it, big time. If Tyreek comes in here, does what he's done in the past, and we win a Super Bowl in the next couple of years, he'll go down as one of the greatest wide receivers of all time. Like, there will be no argument. The only argument will be Jerry Rice. That'll be it. That will be it. That will be it. That'll be his only argument. So I think it's to him, it's low risk because he got the bag, right? So he's getting guaranteed money. And it's high reward because it could turn out to be an amazing opportunity for him. So I know that's a lot of optimism. That's a lot of positivity for some of you. I'm just telling you, that's my answer to your question, big time. I believe that we're set up in a better situation than Cleveland ever was. And I think we have a better foundation. That's what I think. All right. Let's go to the next question here. Hashtag Dolphin Chat. Good morning, everyone, and Stephen D. Hope all is well. What battles in camp are you most interested in? Looking at the depth chart here, Alexander, there's a few things that really stick out to me. Number one, I think, is how many wide receivers. I go back to kind of an earlier question. How many wide receivers are we going to keep? I think that if you're looking at this team, do you keep 4 running backs? Do you keep 5 running backs? Do you keep 5 wide receivers, 6 wide receivers, 7 wide receivers? Do you keep 3 tight ends, 4 tight ends? Those, I want to see the end of the depth chart of all those positions. That's important to me. The other battles that I'm really interested to see are not battles, but just kind of growth in depth, and that is the offensive line. I want to see how well some of these guys look now with Matt Applebaum getting their hands on them and teaching them and having them grow. And I've seen all these videos of Teron Armstead being this teacher. And I'm like, holy cow, he's probably the smartest offensive lineman that we've had in forever. So, that's another one that really interests me a lot too. Give me 1 second, guys. Had to blow my nose. Yeah, I think that's one. I think that those are the end of the bench or the end of the depth chart for wide receivers, running backs, and tight ends, and what our offensive line has looked like. What else? Going through here, trying to see your stuff here. Question. Do you believe McDaniel is one and done if we win 9 games or less this year? I've said that on multiple occasions already. I'm already on record to say that. Yes, I do. I think McDaniel has a very short lease. I don't think this is his fault. I think it's the reality of the situation that we're in. But I also think that if we do not make the playoffs, they do not. I'm just saying, don't be. How about this? I don't know if it'll happen, but I would not be surprised if it happens. That's my answer there. Question, who is your favorite Dolphin head coach of all time? I mean, come on now. Shula. If you're asking me besides Shula, I don't know. I always enjoyed Dan Campbell, but he was an interim head coach. Right? I like Todd Bowles, but he was an interim head coach. I like our interim head coaches besides, and then you got Jimmy Johnson, obviously, and Dave Wanstead, but I don't know. But I love our guy right now. I like McDaniel. I think he brings a lot of optimism to the team. Let's see here. Crazy takes, but that's the norm for this show, though. I love you too, Andrevius. Steven in chat, what backup on this roster has a chance to be a starter? What backup on this roster has a chance to be a starter? That's a good question. I'm looking at the depth chart here. I mean, if we're looking at wide receivers, the one that really sticks out for me Obviously, he's not going to start ahead of Jalen Waddle or Tyreek Hill, but that third slot, right? If we have 3 wide receivers on the field for the first snap, is it going to be Cedric Wilson or Eazy-E? And that kid from Texas Tech, Eric Eazy-E, I like him. There's something about him I like. But I always say that. But with that being said, too, I can admit my character flaws because every year I get excited about a rookie wide receiver. He's the wide receiver this year that I'm like, really, this kid Eazy-E's legit. He's going to, like, I'm super stoked about the kid. I think he's going to be awesome. I don't know if that answers your question. I don't know if he'll be a starter, but he excites the heck out of me. So, yeah. What else do we got here? Miami Sports Music's #1 Miami fan morning show, Clock Blockers. I'm your host, Stephen D. I'm doing hashtag Dolphin Chat right now. You guys put in hashtag Dolphin Chat and ask your questions, and I will answer your questions. I always like Sperano and Wanstedt. They got a bad rap. I like them too. No other questions? Oh, wow. I went through all of them. If I missed your question, put it back in. Because I know I went through a lot. I don't want to miss your questions. Put in hashtag Dolphin Chat that you see at the bottom here. Yeah, there we go. All the way down at the bottom. Hashtag Dolphin Chat. And then put it in. Alan, did you send me TD's reaction to the Miami Miracle? Yeah, it was pretty good. All right. Look, you guys don't have any more questions? I'll open up the panel, and I will have you guys come on. You guys can ask me virtual, literal questions. I won't just take it from the chat. Do some mini panels this morning. Open it up. The link is in the chat. Come on up. Let's talk. Oh, Chef Zhu, 14 months. First off, let me say thank you again, Stephen D., my brother for life, and everyone for the birthday wishes. Hashtag Dolphin Chat. What or who will be the key to success this season to be successful? Believe it or not, I actually don't think it falls upon whatchamacallit? Tua. I think it falls upon how well, not all of it on Tua, right? Like, I think it falls upon McDaniel, and I also think how well the defense stays intact without Flores. So, I think as long as the defense holds up what they did in the last 8-9 weeks of the year, and then you also bring in, and then you implement McDaniel's offense, I think that McDaniel's probably the X factor. Is McDaniel what we hope for? Because if his offense is what we hoped it'll be, we're going to have a really good team this year. That's how I believe it to be. My man Andrevius, what's up, man?
I literally just came here because you just be saying the most insane stuff in the world.
Solid stuff, though, huh?
You literally said if we win a Super Bowl with Tyreek, that he is the greatest receiver of all time. Maybe not better than Jerry Rice. How could you say that?
I didn't say better than Jerry, but I said he'd be arguably.
So he would be the second best receiver of all time?
I'm just saying.
Just automatically.
I'm not saying automatically, but I'm saying arguably you could put him up there. Because he would have, look at it. He would have been leader. He would have been a leading receiver for 2 different teams. He would have won multiple Super Bowls with multiple different teams, and he would have been a big part of both of them. He would have been an X factor on both of them.
So if he wins a Super Bowl here, you're putting him ahead of Randy Moss? Now, if he goes on to have 6,000 yards with us over 3 seasons, over 4 or 5 seasons, and then wins the Super Bowl, then yes, good point. But if he just wins a Super Bowl, but the numbers aren't up there with the greatest receivers of all time, that is an asinine argument.
I mean, put it this way: the book is out, right? We don't know. And my thought process on my statement, Andrevius, is that he will, if we win, he'll be a big part of that, which means the numbers will be there to back up that statement.
Okay. I guess I'll take it. If he puts up the numbers and a Super Bowl, I'll take that argument. But you ain't say that. You just said if we win a Super Bowl with Tyreek, he's great. He's the greatest minus Jerry Rice. And
all right.
Whoa.
That's a wild statement. I get it. Now, you and I do have some differences of opinion. So let's answer some questions together from some people, you and I. We'll answer these questions that just came out together. How about that? We'll get you and I's take on it. All right, question. Would you rather have the current roster as is or have Burrow as our quarterback with no Tyreek on the roster? I'll let you go first, Andrevius.
See, listen. We got the second best receiver of all time. I don't need Joe Burrow.
I like it. I like what you did there. Andrevius. Yeah, I agree with Andrevius. I would rather have the current roster as is. I think that it's tough, right? Burrow just went to a Super Bowl. He's got the arm. He could sling it. But I think I would rather take this roster over having Burrow here with no Tyreek. That would be my answer. Personally.
Does Burrow really sling it?
He does. He does sling it.
Really? Does he really?
I mean, his yards per game are better than Tua's per game.
Yards per game. Oh, I thought you was when you said sling it, you meant he be throwing that hole down the field.
All right. Well then, let's change the question a little bit. Would you rather have the current roster as is, or would you rather have what's his face from the Chargers? Herbert. Would you rather have Herbert with no Tyreek Hill?
See, this is gonna be funny because I think a lot of y'all are blinded by recency bias because I view Herbert in a higher light than I do Joe Burrow personally.
Really interesting.
Absolutely. I think
is that because Herbert?
I think if that playoff run doesn't happen, if somebody says Joe Burrow is better than Justin Herbert, they would get slapped. That playoff run,
I don't think it's slapped, but I think there'd be an argument. I think there would be an argument there.
Playoff run changed everything. I never heard anybody even utter the words Joe Burrow was a top 5 quarterback. I never heard anybody utter that Joe Burrow was better than Justin Herbert until the playoff run happened. Now, the playoff run did happen, so it's fair to argue it, but in my mind, it's recency bias. I don't see how this playoff run makes you just think he's so much better than the other guy all of a sudden. In short, I'm still rolling with having this team in Tyreek Hill, but that one made me think more. I had to contemplate for a second. I didn't even contemplate with Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow doesn't even have this laser rocket arm that everybody wants their quarterback to have. Everybody wants their quarterback to have this laser rocket arm. Joe Burrow doesn't have it. Sorry to tell you guys.
You know what's funny? I think that if we had a poll question, I'm not going to put it up because I actually think most people would choose Herbert over Burrow. I believe that. I believe most people would.
I don't believe that anymore. I think before the playoffs, it would have been 80-20.
Yeah, but Andrevius,
it's probably more 60-40 in Burrow's favor, which is weird as hell to me.
Yeah, but do you and I agree, right, that getting to a Super Bowl or winning a Super Bowl or going deep into the playoffs is a team accomplishment, right? It's a team accomplishment.
Yes.
So Cincinnati has a better roster than the Chargers do, top to bottom, right?
I guess so.
I mean, they do. There's no arguing that.
Listen, I was very confused at their playoff run because I did not feel like their roster was that amazing.
All you need is we've seen it year in and year out. All you need as a team is to get hot. That's it.
Yeah,
you just need to get hot at the right time. The Giants won 2 Super Bowls as wild card teams, if I'm correct. Both of their Super Bowl runs were wild card teams.
Yeah.
At least one of them was as a 6th seed.
Yeah. I guess
Got to get hot at the right time.
I'm looking at the comments, and Von954 says Burrow is a winner. Haven't seen it out of Herbert yet, and I guess that's a fair point because I guess Herbert's more talented, but I guess Burrow just I don't even know the word that I'm looking for. He just, what do they say? He's got the it factor.
He's got the it factor.
The it, yeah, he has that, I guess, and I guess that's why some people would take him over Herbert. But if I'm going between the two, I'm going Herbert all day.
All right. Next question. Let me know your favorite player on our squad. Who's your favorite player currently on the squad right now? And why?
Xavier Howard, because when was the last time? I mean, it just happened this year, but before he started this new trend of double-digit interceptions, who did it? Like it hadn't happened in like over a decade when he did. Right?
13 years. 13 years.
Yeah. He's been that one consistent player on our team in all of these pathetic years. So yeah, Xavier Howard. Yeah, I'm about to get. I wanted to get an Xavier Howard jersey for like 4 seasons, but every season y'all get on these damn panels.
He's gonna get traded. He's gonna get traded.
So I'm like, I'm not gonna do it. He's gonna get. I listened to y'all for years. You all have been consistently wrong about this. So now I'm just gonna go get the jersey because I'm sick of y'all.
Sick of y'all. Just sick of it. I don't necessarily have any one favorite player. I think the players I enjoy the most. I like Waddle. I wouldn't say he's done enough yet to be my favorite player. Javon Holland, same boat. Like, those 2 players excite me.
Oh, I think I'm going to, have a love fest over Javon Holland.
Javon Holland's going to be that guy if he turns out to be what we all expect him to be, which is like the best defensive player in the last 20 years in the NFL, which is what I expect.
I think Javon Holland is going to be a special player.
Special.
I think Jalen Phillips could be special too, but I'm less convinced on that one than I am with Javon Holland.
And then here, and I know this is going to give me a lot of flack, but I enjoy Tua. I do. I like him off the field. I like him in the locker room. I like cocky Tua. I like Tua, and I love everything about Tua. I really do. So Tua's personality to me speaks the most to me because he's just a good guy. Mm-hmm. He is the definition of Mr. Spread Kindness, which I enjoy. So I would have to say Tua is probably my favorite player on the squad.
So what's funny about that is, people label me a Tua-neer, leader of Tua-non or whatever, and I embraced it. And I didn't even think about Tua when you said who was my favorite player on the team. I didn't even think about Tua. Like that wasn't even on my mind. And that's the crazy part about it. That you support Tua and you're a Tua-neer, but he's not even my favorite player on the team, guys. Just so you know. Just so you all know.
All right, next question. We got somebody in the back room, but I want to go back and forth with this for you a little bit. I'll bring this person on, who's a very special person in the back room, just chilling here with his orange hat on and his orange shirt, sipping on his coffee. I see here. I'll bring him in a minute. All right. Flipside Fishing asked, #Dolphin Chat, what is the weakest position on our roster, and would you like to see a change at the last minute? I'll start with you, Andrevius.
That's a tough one. Off the bat, I want to say linebacker because Jerome Baker isn't like a complete middle linebacker, and we always got some other guy helping him that's slow and can't cover anybody in Landon Roberts. But I'm hoping Tyndall can be that second guy to help Jerome Baker out. So with that being said, I'm going to actually go center because out of nowhere, I thought Dieter was going to be the guy, and they're saying Dieter sucks, and they're going to move Connor Williams to center because Dieter's failing, and now I'm concerned, and I don't know what the heck we're doing at line. I thought we were fixing this, and now I'm concerned all over again.
To go through and look at the weakest position, it's like, well, we're strong everywhere. And the weakest position you would have to say, and I know I just said he's my favorite player, would be is quarterback our weakest position? Like, let's be honest for a minute. Wide receiver, stacked. Running back room, you can make an argument, but I love all the guys they brought in, right? I think it's a stacked room. Tight ends, you have a top 5 tight end in the NFL, Mike Gesicki. So that alone makes you have a really good tight end room. So you can't say it's tight ends. O-line may be the weakest position. You know what? O-line, I think, is more weaker than quarterback would be. So that takes out Tua in the quarterback conversation. And then you go to the defense. There's nowhere on defense with the exception of what you just said, the middle linebacking position. But even with that, Jerome Baker's still our leading tackler for the last 3 years. So you can't really say that either, in my opinion. So
your middle linebacker is always going to be your leading tackler. That doesn't say much.
There are teams that's not the case for, and that's still like I don't want to crap on our leading tackler for the last 3 years. I'm sorry. I can't do it. I like Jerome Baker. I think Jerome Baker's worth the money we paid him so far. There are a lot of people that don't. I do. I like Jerome Baker.
I like Jerome Baker, but I don't know if we should have paid him like that personally. I like him. I'll keep him on the team, but I don't want him on the team for that price personally.
So the question is, what is the weakest position on our roster? And so it's a fair argument to say is quarterback, right? But I would say O-line. O-line is
the guys who hate Tua, like they literally act like he just played terrible. He hasn't played terrible. Like, look at the numbers. It's not terrible. Like, he went out there and he performed like Zach Wilson and Trevor Lawrence did in their first season. Like, that's what you would think his numbers look like when we listen to these people who don't like Tua.
That's true.
You would think his numbers look like that, but they don't. They just look like average, like average quarterback numbers. Like, he's not great, but he's not bad. Like, this is me being impartial. Like, he hasn't been terrible. I don't know where we get this idea that he's been terrible from. Like, where do we get that idea from?
Two things. Number one, I never said that he was terrible, right? Those words never came out of my mouth. Now, what I will tell you is that the question on the table is the weakest position on our roster. And to me, it probably clear as day is the O-line. All right? The O-line is the weakest position on our roster. But if somebody came to me and said, you know what, Steven, the second weakest position is quarterback, I might have to take that with a grain of salt because you got to think about it. Wide receivers have Pro Bowlers. Tight ends have Pro Bowlers. Running backs have second team all pros, maybe, right? Our secondary's the top 5, top 10 secondary in the league. Our defensive guys have our defensive line has Pro Bowlers, and our defense it would go O-line, quarterback, linebacker.
Pro Bowlers,
bro. It's got
Emmanuel
Agba. Agba should be a Pro Bowler.
Gonna go to the Pro Bowl, but
that's fine. Pro Bowl caliber players. Okay. Our weakest possession are number 1 O-line, and then tied for 2 and 3, depending on which way you want to look at it, it would be linebacker and quarterback. Am I wrong?
I guess I could agree with that. I would throw running back somewhere in the mix because I get what you're saying, but Raheem Mostert's coming off a serious injury.
That's true. I'll give you that. And the best ability is
availability, and right. I don't know. Just I'm hoping Chase Edmond and Sony Michel are what they were for their previous teams, But we've seen this.
No, we're asking
We
Chase
sign guys
Edmonds.
we think are established, and they come here and do nothing.
We're asking Chase Edmonds to improve upon what is already. I mean, we're asking Chase Edmonds to take a step up, and we're asking Sony Michel to be something where he didn't have to be the man in LA. He just had to be a role player.
Yeah, I think that's going to be his role here too.
I do too, but we're probably gonna ask a little bit more of him than what was asked for him in LA.
Nah, I think Chase Edmonds is going to be RB1 at the end of the day. So
I'm not gonna argue with you on that. I think it's a very big thing for us. And by the way, I like the Channing Tindall pick, right? Like I love Channing Tindall. I think we improved at the linebacking position based on that pick alone.
We improved at the linebacker position because just like Von Joe, I'm sick of Landon Roberts.
He got the orange jersey though.
Joe.
The orange jersey though. All right, so look, I mean, I think that answers that question. There's other questions I want to do, but before we answer these other questions, Andrevius is my co-host today. I like it, guys. I like it. Andrevius, you should be a co-host more often. You got skills, bro.
Chris Greer for 2024.
2024. I'm with it. Let's bring in all the way from New Zealand, right? Shake your head. Yeah, is it New Zealand? No. Where is it? Richie Rich.
What's up?
Where are you?
Down under, bruh.
The Australia. Australia. I don't know why I think New Zealand. It's what, 3 in the morning there, 4 in the morning?
I'm originally from there, so
That's
I can see the confusion. I
was like, you're from New Zealand, right? Okay.
I'm originally, but I live in Australia right now, Melbourne.
Live from Melbourne.
Ice Cube, because when Ice Cube came here, man, and he would say Melbourne. And I'm like, yeah, I like it. I like how you say it like that. Man, respect to Ice Cube. Respect to Ice Cube for that. Melbourne. It sounds more like, when he says it, it sounds more gangsters. Like us Melbournians, we would just say Melbourne. It sounds like so tinny. It sounds tinny. But when Ice Cube say it, he says Melbourne. I'm like, God damn. He got flavor in that shit, man. It's like, wow. I love it. Thank you, Ice Cube. Melbourne. Not Melbourne. Fuck that. Oh, sorry. Sorry.
You're good, Richie. We're just chilling. We're just listening.
Sorry.
So, Richie, what time is it there? You're drinking. What are you drinking, Richie Rich?
Double coffee. Sorry.
Jack Daniels, bourbon, and Coke. I like it.
Yeah, sorry. Please forgive me.
No, you're fine. You're fine, Rich. So what time is it there in Australia right now?
We're looking at Melbourne time or Melbourne time. We're looking at 12:30 a.m.
12:30 a.m. It is 12:30 at night with this man, and he over here listening to clock blockers. That's
and it's June 24th over there, and it's June 23rd here. He's in the future.
I know you're in the future. It's June 24 there right now. That's crazy.
One love, Chris.
What's today? Today. So technically for you, Richie Rich, it's Spread Kindness Friday.
Oh, definitely. And
what?
I have to excuse myself.
Spread Kindness Friday on Thursday.
Yeah. And I have to excuse myself, Stephen D. So sorry, Stephen D, for the rude language. That's okay. All.
I'm
good. So sorry.
You're good.
I remembered, but I remembered
Andrevius says it's not real anyway. No, it's real. But I appreciate that. Thank you.
I remembered the swear jar, but I remembered too late. So sorry, Stephen D.
You're good, bro. You're good. Now I saw you shaking your head in the back when we were talking about like the positions and stuff. You've been listening now for like 5 or 10 minutes at least in the back room and probably longer online.
I was loving it.
What is some of your takes? What are some of your takes on some of what we talked about so far?
Well, tell the truth, I'm like a goldfish. I got short-term memory and like real short. So
You're like
I wouldn't
Dory.
have-
You're like Dory from Finding Dory. I get it.
I think I'm worse than Dory. I think
You're
I'm
worse
worse.
than Dory.
Yeah, but if you recall it back to me, I'll definitely know what you're saying.
What do you think
But-
the weakest position is right now on our team?
At the weakest position, I'm going with the right tackle.
Okay.
In my
Oh,
opinion,
you're going even more specific. A right tackle.
Yeah,
I don't disagree
Oh.
with that.
I thought that's where we're going.
No. Look, I said O line as a whole, but I agree. I think right tackle is probably the weakest.
Yeah,
Would you agree with that,
know,
Andrevius?
I know they're loving Austin Jackson apparently, but it's practice, it's OTAs. I get it. It's all good, you know. He needs the experience, but I just feel, yeah, it's not enough for me to be able to be comfortable. That's all I'm saying.
Andrevius, do you agree?
I agree and disagree.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
fair
think
enough.
Austin Jackson's
Thank
going
you.
to take. I think Austin Jackson's
Oh.
going to take a jump this year, but I mean,
Do you
if-
think that's because of
if, like,
Applebaum, or do you think that's just because it's his next year in the league? And do you think that's because of? Why do you think that? Like, why do you think he's going to take that jump?
True.
Well, I think he has all the athletic ability to be a great
I
offensive
agree.
lineman, especially
I
zone
agree.
blocking. That's first and foremost. I think
Totally agree.
we have the coaching to develop
Yeah.
offensive lineman for the first time since like he's been drafted, and I believe having Teron Armstead and guys like Connor Williams there as mentors will help everybody on the O line improve.
Where does Robert Hunt go, Andrevius? Where do you see Robert Hunt?
I see him staying right where he is at right guard and possibly becoming all pro.
God,
What'd you say, Richie?
he's at right guard. I believe that.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's what I mean.
Same as Mr. Chris Greer was saying. Yeah, I believe that. Right guard.
Oh, Andrevius, your name is Mr. Chris Greer now. Did you know that? Your name is Mr. Chris Greer.
I'm fine with that.
I'll take
Oh,
that.
yeah.
No, it's all good. It's all good. All right, let's go to some other questions. We'll leave Richie on. Richie, I'm gonna put you on mute a little bit, and I'll unmute you
okay,
when I
okay.
talk, just so I don't get that background. All right, let's see here. Where is the next question coming out of? We're going back to the questions here, people. Hashtag Dolphin Chat. Use that. Let's ask your questions, and we will answer them. Hashtag Dolphin Chat. What is our biggest project player? Used to be Noah, but it seems like we know we got out of him. First round bust backup. I guess there's two questions here from Finn's Unity. Andrevius, who is our biggest project player? And where do you see Noah currently? I guess is the second question that he didn't really ask, but he's saying Noah used to be that guy. You might still feel that he's that guy. So how do you feel about Noah, Iggy? And do you still think he's our biggest project player? And if not, who's our biggest project player?
Well, I'm gonna go with the guy I was just talking about that I think is gonna take a leap, Austin Jackson, because they want to start him at right tackle, one of our very important positions on this whole line. But again, I think he's gonna take a jump, but it's a risky thing. Like, we didn't go out and get an established guy at right tackle when a lot of people felt like we could have.
Which still makes me want to go get JC Treader as well, but I get it.
So with that being JC Treader,
because I just feel like he provides depth, and you're able to move. What's his face? Why am I having a brain fart? Who's going to be the starting center?
Looks like Connor Williams right now.
But who was the guy before? Who was the guy we were thinking before Connor?
Michael Dieter.
Michael Dieter. You could move Dieter over, and I just think all it does is adds more depth to our roster, and we're able to play around with more things.
So now you're gonna make me go down a JC Treader. Like, JC Treader is established, he's proven. But at the same time, it's like
I don't understand why we don't take a flyer on him.
I hear he doesn't like to practice. He's never played in this scheme before. I heard he messed up his knee. I don't know how true that part is. I have no determination on that, but I've
You're
heard
just going off of rumors. I get it.
People are concerned about his knee, and he's the president of the NFLPA. Seems too much like the police to me.
JC Treader sounds like a snitch. I got you. I hear you.
We're gonna go 1 minute overtime in practice, and then we're gonna be in the news because of JC Treader.
Oh nope. Can't do that, sir.
Yeah, and then again, I've already heard he doesn't like to practice. So now, doesn't like practice, president of the NFLPA. That scares me. I don't like that. That's the police right there.
That's funny. Okay. What about Noah? What's your view on Noah?
They were making it seem very, very optimistic for the first couple of days of OTAs, and then it went downhill from there. I never heard anything good after those first couple of days, so I think it's safe to say he's a bust. Sorry.
I disagree. So I disagree. I think Noah. Here's why I disagree. Okay. Chris Greer is the one who drafted him. And I am a believer of Chris Greer, the same way you are, Andrevius. You and I both think that Chris Greer is great. And I don't want to I don't want to write him off just yet. I don't want to write Noah off yet. And part of that is think about what he's playing behind. These guys that he's playing behind. He's playing against some of the best secondary in the entire NFL. And so he's not going to see the field a lot anyway, to begin with. Now, with that being said, I think that he has a lot to work on and he needs to get better. And he has not played like a first-round pick. But I want to see what happens this year. I'm not going to say he's a bust yet, but I think this is it. You're in the same boat that kind of 2 was in. You either sink or swim this year. There's no out for Noah Igbenogany this year. You get no outs. You better play. If you play 5 snaps on defense in your game, you better make those 5 snaps count. Do you get what I'm saying? Like and if you think about it, he's probably in more of a difficult position than anybody on the team because he's not going to get as much playing time as the other people either. So I still am not ready to put the bust label on him yet, but I got 2 eyes on him. Is that a fair statement, Andrevius? Like that's the way I feel about it.
Guys,
listen, we got 2 cornerbacks that have dealt with injury issues over him, and he's had his opportunities, and he hasn't looked good in those opportunities.
Richie, what do you think about Noah Igbenogany? Do you think he's a bust already?
I don't think he's a bust already. I think he's getting close to that margin, but he ain't no bust yet. It's just that, yeah, you need 10 eyes, 5 eyes, 20 eyes, 50 eyes on him just to make sure that bust ain't coming. But we don't want that bust. Of course, no one wanted it. But just because of the record he's been producing so far, it gives It gives the notion that it's not like that. But we don't want that, and I don't even think Igbenogany wants that, and I'm sure he don't. But it is what it is, and I'm sure he's trying to work hard at it, and he's trying to make sure and prove the haters wrong about that. And I believe he will for this year. I believe he will.
All right.
So at the end of that, if you ask me from my point of opinion, yes, I believe he's going to come at that point and he's going to prove him wrong. But it's not going to be strong. It's just going to be so small and slight.
He just needs to take some sort of step up. That's what I believe. But I agree with you, man. I agree with you.
Exactly.
All right, let me bring in Batman. Batman, what do you think? Do you think Igbenogany's a bust, Batman? Take yourself off mute, brother. You're on mute.
I said good morning, gentlemen. Appreciate
good morning,
that,
Batman.
Steven.
How are you?
No, I don't think Noah. Pretty good. No, I don't think Noah's a bust. I've been hearing good things about him. I don't care what Omar Kelly has to say. I've been hearing stuff from Travis Wingfield personally and a couple people. Like he's doing great at camp. Trill Williams too, stepping up. So I don't want to label him a bust. He has a long way to go, but he's not a bust. As far as the biggest need, I'm pounding the table. Go get JC Treader. I understand the injury concerns. I understand, he's part of the NFL union, so I know it makes everything very difficult. The money, his knees. There's a lot of factors, but the fact that we're putting Connor Williams at center, that tells you that Michael Dieter sucks at center. And that to me
I want to play devil's advocate with you, Batman, because I don't know if that means that Connor Williams or that Dieter sucks. That just means that Connor Williams looks better at center. That doesn't mean that Dieter sucks.
But you're creating a hole by putting Connor Williams at center, and Connor Williams was a top 10 statistically guard in the league. You're taking him out of left guard,
and he was also the most penalized offensive lineman last year.
He was, but who was his coach?
Most of them being offside, Joe Philbin.
Exactly.
But now let's think about something. Most of his penalties had to do with offsides. Now he's the center. Now you've taken the most penalized offensive lineman and you've taken his statistics and dropped them tremendously, because now he's the one that's going to get to start the play.
Right, but the thing is that the center position is a position that I need an established player at the position. I don't want no tryouts like Michael Dieter, Connor Williams. I want somebody established that's been in the league already, because that's the most important position on the line. That guy dictates the play of the left and the right guard and pressure from defensive tackles. This league is getting really good at defensive tackles throughout every team. Every year we're getting some exciting player up and coming, and we still got to face Ndamukong Suh's, Donalds. We got to face these guys. Robert Hunt, we know is going to be great. Just imagine if we had a really good center like JC Treader next to Robert Hunt and Connor Williams. Just think about that for a second. What would that do for that development?
I hear you. Andrevius, check the private chat, man, real quick. Okay. All right. I got some other people in the background here. Matthew McFinifay.
McFinifay.
Oh, is this Estefan?
All right. How's it going?
Oh, this is Matthew McConaughey. Matthew McFinifay. I got it.
All right. Hey,
I got it. I saw what you did there. Yes,
hey, Steven.
Yes, Matthew.
You got a joint?
No, I'm good.
Be a lot cooler if you did.
You're too much, bro. I can't.
I'm just here to talk some ball.
I just can't. Matthew McFinifay. You are too much. Too much. Isn't he too much, Shake Money? Shake Money, tell me he's too much.
He's the GOAT, man.
He's something. I don't know what
he is. By the way, one of the reasons I got on here was because of this fake narrative that Joe Philbin is the reason why this guy was the top penalized team player in the last year. If that was the case, why weren't any other of the other offensive linemen in that same category? Why was it just this guy?
Yeah, but those guys were stars, though. Those guys are stars. Fake money. They're established stars.
So if it was coaching, if coaching affects one, it's going to affect everybody. So to say that it was Joe Philbin's fault, I'm sorry, it's asinine.
If you got a team full of all-stars, do you think an all-star is going to listen to a Joe Philbin?
So why
we're talking about the line.
Why so was it the all-stars fault that he got penalized? Why is it Joe Philbin's fault that he got penalized then?
Well, we all know Joe Philbin's coaching ability. We know that, right? And what I'm trying to say is, picture this. That offensive line in the Cowboys, from right to left, including they lost their right tackle too. I forgot his name, but he went to Cleveland. Not Cleveland. Bengals. He went to Cincinnati. That offensive line from left to right with Tyron Smith, you're talking about established veteran stars. And you know what's crazy? With Connor Williams, even though he technically, quote unquote, is considered a veteran, even though he's only on year 3 or 4, he is the weakest link of the group. But yes, nonetheless, he doesn't. He all he had to go with experience is based on his guys next to him. I'm not gonna sit here and believe that Joe Philbin came and taught this guy anything. There's no way in hell I can believe that.
Yeah, but you're putting the blame on him and giving none of the credit. I think that is, if you can't, you can't do one or the other. You gotta do one or the other. You got either give him the blame or you give him the credit. Yeah, but
So,
at the end of the day,
let me ask you this. If he stays at left guard for the Dolphins and he minimizes those penalties, are you going to blame it on Philbin?
I think there's too many factors for that to be the case. Here's what I'll say, Batman. Do I like Joe Philbin? No. In no way, shape, or form do I. But I'm biased. So when I give a statement to say, hey, look, I think Joe Philbin being his coach had everything to do with him, not with his penalties, that's a biased statement. I that's just me. So I think that, but I think that because of how my previous experience with Joe Philbin was. The reality is, Philbin's been an O-line coach everywhere else he's been. And for the most part, that O-line has been successful. So, what can I say about Philbin?
He was part of that Green Bay Super Bowl team.
He was, man.
He was part of that Green Bay Super Bowl team. So.
But as an O-line coach, he's been successful. And what I'll say about Connor Williams, I think that I think there's more to it. And I think it has to do with we're putting in Connor the best position to succeed. I don't think it has anything to do. I don't think it has much to do with Dieter. I'm not saying it doesn't have anything to do with him, but I think it has more to say about Connor Williams putting him in a better position to succeed and be the best offensive lineman that he can be, rather than Dieter wasn't good enough, and that's what this is. That's my opinion of it.
Hey guys, I'm gonna jump out. Getting back here to work. By the way, if you guys could continue with the GoFundMe for Todd, he just called me this morning. He's officially on the street as we speak right now. So if we could, whatever you guys could, if you guys could donate to the GoFundMe, man, it would help him a lot.
I just put it in the chat. The GoFundMe link in the chat.
I like how you drop out whenever I show up. I like how you run.
Estefan, I gotta work, man. What do you want me to do?
Run, boy, run. Go ahead.
All right, guys. Much love, Steven. Much love, everybody.
Much love.
Hey,
be safe, everybody.
What's you said it's in the link?
Huh?
You said it's in the link?
Yeah, the GoFundMe.
Or the link's in the chat or something?
The link is in the chat.
Oh, okay. That's what's up.
All right, let's go to another question. I see Andrevius dropped out. I had Andrevius go to the back. I didn't kick him out. I said, go get a pair of headphones, and then he dropped out and didn't come back. How dare he? How dare he? Let's see here. Scummy asks, if Tua gets pulled one time this year, is his Dolphins career over? Ooh, good question.
By the way, I agree with Scummy. Nobody likes Philbin, even his wife, but I still don't think that's the reason why Connor was penalized.
If Tua gets pulled one time this year, is his Dolphins career over? No, no. Because I take that question as he gets pulled, he'll never see another snap with the Dolphins. That's not true. He will. Is his future with the Dolphins over? Maybe. But I still think he might play some more snaps and stuff. But again, what if let's play devil, let's dive into Scummy's question. If we start out 1-4 or 1-3 and Tua gets pulled at the end of a game in a blowout or whatever, and the next week he comes back and plays and he has a great game, and then we go on a 7-game win streak with him, and so now we're sitting at 7-4 or 7-3, or no, I said 7 games. So so let's say 7 or 8-4, whatever. I don't know. I don't think that means his Dolphins career is over. I don't think that. I don't think that at all. Let's see here. I'm going through the questions here. Does Preston Williams make the roster? Scummy ask. Does Preston Williams make the roster? Yeah, I think that he does. I mean, look, you got Jalen Waddle, Tyreek Hill, Cedric Wilson, Eric Eazy-E. You got Lynn Bowden. And Preston. You got Trent Sherfield. I mean, actually, I don't know. I don't know if Preston makes the roster. Here, hold up, Richie. I see you talking. Let me take you off. What do you think, Richie?
I think that's 50-50. I agree. 50-50.
It depends on how many.
It's tough. It's 50-50. It's tough.
I think
Tough
it
call.
I think it depends on how many. I'll put you back on mute for a sec, Richie. I think it depends on how many wide receivers we keep. If we keep 6 wide receivers, maybe not. We keep 7, he might have a spot. I think he's 6th, 7th, or 8th. Right? Like he's up the, Trent Sherfield's gonna get a shot, Lynn Bowden's gonna get a shot, River Craycraft's gonna get a shot, Devontae Dedman's gonna get a shot. And Preston's gonna get a shot. Preston's biggest issue is availability. His injury. He's injury prone. And if that man sits out of practice or whatever, he's not gonna get a shot. Shake Money, you agree?
I think they're keeping him on to see what they could get for him. To be honest with you, Preston Williams, I don't think it's the style that Tua is trying to run. You know what I mean? I think that's why they got Hill. That's why they got the guy from the Cowboys. They got speed. They're trying to recreate Alabama, and they didn't have any players like Preston Williams in Alabama. So I think they're trying to see if they can get maybe a late round pick for him or not. That's my opinion.
Hashtag Dolphin Chat. That is not the question, and you know it. If he gets pulled, yes, his career as a Dolphin is over. Now, if he gets pulled with a couple of minutes left in a blowout, stop ducking. I'm not ducking. I think if the question was, if he gets pulled, do you think his career's over? That was the straight question Taylor made. And I said, I gave a scenario and where he gets pulled, right? That is a scenario. And bam, there's another scenario that all of a sudden now he goes on a 7-game win streak. If he gets pulled the first time, I believe the question was the first time he gets pulled as well. Mm-hmm. No, I don't know if his career's over. It's not a good look, but I don't know if that's the end-all, be-all of his career as a Dolphin.
I don't think McDaniel will pull him. I think McDaniel is going to let the
he's got with the ship. He's got a long leash. He's got a long leash.
He's gonna let Tua sink with the ship. If they're losing, he's gonna leave him in there. I think the only way they'll pull him is through injury. That's it.
Let's see here. You selectively answered that question because you're scared Twitter's gonna come after you. I ain't scared. Hold on. Tell him, Richie.
Scared.
I ain't scared.
Scared.
Ain't nobody scared of Twitter.
Too scared.
People don't realize when Twitter comes after you, you get more subscribers and more followers. So it's only a good thing.
Bot954 says Connor had a bad season penalty-wise, but it was only last year. It's not something he struggled with previously. True. That is true.
And that's what I say too. I don't think it's anything to do with coaching. I think he sees all the guys that he's with, all the all-stars, like he said. I think he was trying to overcompensate because he was like, damn, I got to do more because he wanted to outshine those guys, if that makes any sense. You know what I mean? I think he was trying so hard that he kept mentally messing up because he was trying to keep up with the other guys.
Scummy asks, hashtag Dolphins chat. If Tua fails this year, would you prefer drafting a quarterback in the first round next year or packaging picks to obtain Lamar Jackson or another current starter in the league? Well, let's break this down at its best, right? If Tua fails, that's the first part of this question, right? If Tua fails. Number one, I just want to state for the record, I don't believe that will happen. What'd you say, Richie?
It's not going to happen because they always say that. They always say that if. It's always if Tua fails, if. But that's their backup. That's their backup line. That's the lifeline for them to go on about it.
Those Tua haters, right? Those Tua haters. I got you. I got you, Richie.
Whoever they are, I don't care about Tua haters or whatever haters they are or whatever. Who cares? Whatever. It don't matter about them. It just matters what it's like. They always have an if. There's always an if. If. It's always
that's
ifs,
life, Richie. People always want to bring up ifs, man. Life
There's
ain't
always
about ifs.
It's like, man,
Well, I could say the same thing about.
Go ahead, Shake Money.
I could say the same thing about the Tua supporters. If he succeeds, if Tua does this, if the O line does that, so there's always ifs everywhere. So if
right.
is
All
something
right.
that is on both sides.
I don't want tailor-made Jedi to think I'm running away from the question. So let me answer the question in full, okay? And I want tailor-made to think I'm running away from this question. If Tua fails this year, would you prefer drafting a quarterback first round next year, package picks to obtain Lamar Jackson, or another current starter in the league? My problem with a rookie quarterback is it's a rookie quarterback, and you got to go through the growing pains of a rookie quarterback. Now, with that being said, I think this is the strongest quarterback class in probably the last 5 years in the NFL. I'm excited for this. I'm going to watch a lot of college football this year because I think it'll be some really good players in this draft, quarterback wise. Lamar Jackson intrigues me because he's from South Florida, right? And that linkage of him coming back home and playing in front of his family, and he's won an MVP in the NFL, and that intrigues me. I'm not going to sit here and say that it doesn't. Or another current starter in the league. And so the question is, does that other current starter better than Lamar Jackson? And if so, what would you have to go get for him? Well, we have the capital. So would I prefer drafting a first-round quarterback? Probably not. But I guess then, but, and there's a big but there. Who gives us the best chance for success at a Super Bowl run? Is it Lamar? Is it another current starter in the league? Or is it a first-round quarterback? And Scummy, I really don't have an answer for you. I don't know how I feel about that. I know that having a rookie quarterback has a lot of red flags with it, but the red flags are growing pains. Lamar has red flags to him because of, wear and tear. And, if he has another bad year, that's okay. All right, what are we talking about here? And then another current starter in the league is, what do you have to give up for him? So, I don't know. I hope it does not come to that. My hope is that Tua goes off crazy, has an MVP type year, we win a couple playoff games, and the whole world shuts the heck up about a Dolphins quarterback because we have one. That's what the best case scenario is. Tua succeeds, and we don't have to worry about any of that. What else we got? What else do we have here? Let's see here. Scummy has the best questions. Scummy, you said that, but I do like your questions. You have good questions. I will agree. Fins Unity asks, #Dolphins chat. Do you think the Pats give us any problems at all? Well, if I say no, then I'm overlooking that Bill Belichick is still the head coach there. If I say no, or if I say yes, then then it sounds to me like I'm worried about Wack Jones, and I'm not worried about Wack Jones because I hate Wack Jones.
Because you got Belichick.
Say it again, Richie.
Because you got Belichick.
We're not worried about Belichick, are we? We're not worried about Wack Jones or Belichick. Belichick.
Oh, I'm not worried about Wack Jones. I'm just worried about Belichick. Or other people might say Cheetah Chick.
Belichick. You said Cheetah Chick. I like it.
Oh, I said Cheetah Chick.
Cheetah Chick. I like it. Cheetah Chick.
My bad.
No, I like it. Cheetah Chick's good. That's what we'll call him. We're not worried about Bill Cheetah Chick. Bill.
There's nothing on. There's nothing on Tyreek Hill. There's nothing on Tyreek.
What I will say is I can't dismiss Bill Cheetah Chick as Richie Rich says, but I will say that I really am not worried about Patriots. What? Hold on. What are you saying, Richie? What are you saying, Richie?
They would say Belichick from time to time. I would hear from, this is from the Melbourne side, Australia side. We would hear Belichick through the news media.
Yeah.
They would say it like that, Belichick. And we're like, what the hell? What do you mean? What do you mean?
Bill Belichick.
But eventually, only like hardcore NFL fans from Australia would understand what that meant. You know, but
you're a hardcore fan from that lives in Australia, so you know.
I'm hardcore. I just named it wrong. That's my problem.
No, you're good. You didn't name it wrong. I thought you said it right, Bill.
I said Cheetah Chick.
I like Cheetah Chick. That's his new name.
That's
Bill Cheetah Chick. Look, I'll say this. I think that I'm not worried about the Patriots. I think they finished dead last in the AFC East. And then I think the Jets actually do I think they finished dead last? Hold on. I don't know. That's tough. Do I think they finished dead last? AFC East is going to be a lot tougher than we think this year. And that includes the Jets. I think the Jets got better. Let me retract that statement. I don't know if they finished dead last in the AFC East, the Patriots, but somebody's got to finish last. And I pray that it's not us. I don't think it'll be us. I think we have a crazy year. So, but you know, and the question scares me, honestly, Fans Unity, because I'm not sure. If I say, yeah, Bill Belichick sucks, he's going to finish last, people are going to come for my receipts later. And, you know, now I am scared of Dolphins Twitter. TaylorMade. I don't want Dolphins Twitter to come after me. I don't know. Let me just say the Jets get better. And with the Jets getting better, where does that leave the Patriots? Because we're going to be competitive. So, I don't know. That's all I'm saying. Opinions should be homegrown. Like your next. Oh my God. Okay. See, we're not getting into all that. Belichick might be able to outcoach McDaniel, but there's no way that other roster stacks up against our DN weapons. I agree with that. Bud. Jets suck. Stop it, Skip. Mike and Tina, we need to worry about our unfixed line. It's not fixed. It's not good enough. It will zero out the players we gained in talents, and to it is nothing. Okay. I don't know. Wow, you think the Jets overthrow the pass? That's a tough one because the Jets do have a solid defense. I think the Jets got a lot better. Hashtag Dolphin Chat. What team do y'all hate the most and why? I hate the Jets the most. With a passion. The Miami Miracle for me is the one. What'd you say, Richie?
Well, New York Jets apparently said they dodged the bullet with Tyreek Hill.
Well,
what's with that?
I hate Jet fans more than any other fans personally. So I'll say the Jets I hate more than any other team.
Yeah, they're trying to justify the reason why they dodged Mr. Tyreek Hill, Mr. Number 10.
I hate the Buffalo Bills the most. Because when I became a diehard Dolphin fan, it was during the Brian Cox era, and we all know who he hated the most.
True that.
See, but I always looked at Jets as like Jim Kelly. I always saw Jim Kelly and Dan Marino be friends.
For sure.
They were friends. So I never, and so I saw that. So I never hated them.
Yeah, you wouldn't go there. Yeah.
I never hated them. I always saw them be friends, so I'm like, well, you know, I can. How about this? I respected them, but I never respected anything Jets or Patriots. And the only reason I hate the Patriots is because they've won and cheated for the last 20 years. But Jet fans in the Jets period, I just can't stand anything about them. Just can't stand Jets. Hate the Jets. If Drew Brees unretires in July, do you try to get him to compete with Tua and Teddy for a starter this year? No, Scummy. He's not. Drew Brees is done. Hashtag Dolphin Chat. Outside of quarterback, biggest reason we could win a Super Bowl and biggest reason we finish dead. Outside of quarterback, biggest reason we could win a Super Bowl and biggest reason we could finish dead last in the AFC East. Outside of quarterback. I mean, I answered this a little bit ago, Adam. I'll say McDaniel's our X factor here. McDaniel is the X factor here. That's my opinion. What else we got? We're gonna have a short show today. If the panel is open, if y'all want to come on the panel and hang out, I'll put the link. The link is up there if you guys want to ask me a question or get up here. You got Australia in here. It's 1:00 in the morning there. What'd you say, Richie?
Stevie D. First of all, before you go to the peoples, how are you and the family?
Everything's good. Sir? Well, thank you for asking, Richie. Rich, I am doing good, man. Life is good. I'm honestly, it's the off season. It's that dead time of the year.
Yeah, fair enough.
And so, coming up with content on a daily basis is a little difficult sometimes. You're like, what do we talk about that we haven't talked about 50 million times?
Understandable.
But I do it. I do it for y'all.
Yeah.
And,
that's cool.
But I know I'm having a good time. I'm enjoying life, man. Life is all. My kids are at my mom's in North Carolina for.
Yep. They're good. They're good, sir.
Yeah. Yep. So it's just me and my wife for like a few days, and then my wife's going to Cabo on Saturday.
Oh wow! Friend. You're not going? You're not going to Cabo?
She's leaving me. She's leaving me.
Okay.
So I have kids from like Saturday to Thursday. So I have that place to myself for.
Oh wow!
So party! No party.
Party in your own way. Party in your own way.
I plan on doing absolutely nothing.
You're a sensible man. You're a sensible man, sir.
Yeah. So no, I actually got some plans. We'll see what I do. I'm not sure yet. But
one love, boss. You're a good man. You're a good man.
I tried, Richie. Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Thank you. No, thank you, man. Thank you, man. No, that's dope. One love.
One love to you. All right, let's see here. Y'all got to start talking about how it's the 50th anniversary of the undefeated season. It seems like we're going all in. I don't take look, I guess I'm a superstitious person, right? Like if I wear a jersey one week and we win, all right, I got to wear that jersey the next week. So I am a superstitious person to a certain extent. But do I think that, oh my God, it's the 50th anniversary and the Dolphins are going to win on their 50th anniversary? No, I don't know about that. But I do think that the Miami Dolphins are in a very good position to succeed. And as far as the undefeated season is concerned, man, one of the things that has been great as a Dolphins fan and also frustrating at the same time is this, right? So as a Dolphins fan, everybody comes, the number one comeback we all have is, all we have to say in any argument is 1972 or perfect season. If anybody ever tries to talk trash about us, 1972 or perfect season. That's it. That's all we have to talk. That's all we have to say in any argument, because no one else can say it. But what also sucks at the same time is I wasn't born for that. I didn't see it. It happened 50 years ago. So my best trash talk line is 50 years ago. I'm over mediocrity. I'm over losing. I'm over, like, I want to know what winning a playoff game feels like. I want to know what having hope for a Super Bowl feels like. Not just hope for a Super Bowl. I can tell you year in and year out during wild card and divisional round weekend, especially, is I'm like, man, I wish the Dolphins were playing this weekend. Like, I just have this yearning, this I don't know how to say it, man. TaylorMade Jedi, are you a Dolphins fan, TaylorMade Jedi? That's what I need to know. Are you a Dolphins
You have
fan?
a desire? You have the desire?
What are you talking about for me? I would say that
Where you have the desire to watch them win?
the Dolphins, yes. Like it's not, but it's not even just. It's bigger than a desire. It's like I just want to know. What'd you say, Richie? I just want to know how it feels.
No, I know what you mean. Like, it's the greatest feeling. Of course, it's the greatest feeling to win. Everyone loves that feeling of winning. It's that biggest high that you can always want to have. But
And you know what's crazy though, Stephen?
getting that high, but getting that high is the hardest one to have.
Yep.
Because it's so hard to get. It's like having that. It's like, like you got 4 cocaine dealers, and they're all shoving in your face.
Whoa.
I'm just saying.
Whoa.
You got 4 cocaine dealers giving you 4 types of cocaine, and they're all saying they're coming from the best place. But
I've never been in that situation before, Richie. Just so you know, never.
Me neither. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. You got 4 different types of dealers giving you the praises of, like, hey, I got the shit. 4 types saying I got the shit, but it's like who really has?
Richie,
Oh,
you've used. You're over the $5 mark. You're at like $9.
Okay, I'm gonna Venmo that. My bad, but I'm just saying, everyone's all cap. They all cap.
I tell you what, I'm not going to kick you off right now.
No. Don't disregard me just because I'm from Australia. It's okay. No. I'm a Venmo that to you.
I know you have before. I know you're a man of your word.
I'm sorry, sir.
You're good. I'm not a sir. You're good.
I'm sorry, sir, but you got 4.
2 things
You got 4 Coquiana co-dealers, giving that to you.
That's
who do you believe? Who do you believe? It's like four salesmen. Like, who do you believe?
I have no idea. I have no idea who I believe.
Exactly.
Let me bring on Ali. Ali, what's up?
What's up, man? How are you?
What's going on? Hey, before you go on, I want to bring up 2 points. You know what's crazy?
Okay.
Even Ali, I could bring in this conversation. Listen, I'm a Heat fan. I saw the Heat won a championship. I saw the Marlins win a championship. And you're Ohio State fan. He's a U fan. I'm a Gator fan. And we saw our college teams win a championship. You know what I'm saying? But the team that we care about the most we didn't witness that one yet. Does that make sense?
You're right. Yeah, 100%. And I just want to know what that feels like. I just want to have that feeling of, oh my God, my team won a championship. I get it.
So,
okay,
so I've had. Yeah, so I want to comment on that, but I wanted to ask a separate question in addition. So let me first address what Shake Money just brought up. So essentially, I have actually experienced that on different level sports. I've watched my Lakers win an NBA championship in my lifetime quite a few times. I've watched Chelsea Football Club, because everybody knows I'm a big soccer fan in addition, win Europe's biggest tournament, which is Champions League. You know what I mean? That there's nothing bigger than that in soccer, except for winning a World Cup, right? You know, I've watched Ohio State win a championship, but you're right. The Dolphins, honestly, that would be the biggest ultimatum championship. Euphoria. Yeah, that would be the biggest thing in the world.
The best word I can use is euphoria.
In fact, if you watch Late Night Exhale on Saturdays on the Fins Tailgate with me, right? If you ever watch that and you watch my second episode on there, I explain why I'm a Dolphins fan and why it's so personal to me because of my grandmother who passed away. Rest in peace. That honest to God, that would bring everything full circle, and it would be a feeling that I can never explain in a lifetime. It literally wouldn't. I wouldn't be able to explain it. That's my answer to that. Now, to my other questions. So I've been thinking about this a lot lately. Every year we have a player that stands out that kind of has a breakout season, both on the offense and defense. I want to know Stephen D's prediction on who the breakout player will be on the offense and who the breakout player will be on the defense this coming year.
Repeat that question one more time. I'm sorry.
Every year we have a breakout player both on the offensive side of the ball and the defensive side of the ball, correct?
Yep.
So who is your dark horse prediction to be a breakout player on the offense and on the defense this coming up season?
On the offensive side of the ball, my hope is that it's Chase Edmonds or I guess Raheem Mostert. Like I want one of those two guys to just blow up, like just have this amazing year, and I think that they will. By the way, but if I had to go with one, I think it'll be Chase Edmonds. I think Chase Edmonds will have the best year of his career this year. On defensive side, like there's no real dark horse, right? Like my hope, Channing Tindall, I guess, is a guy that I think will step in right away and have an immediate impact on the team.
Let's take rookies out of it though. Let's keep rookies out of it because we always have to give them that 1 year.
Then I would probably go with. I'd probably go with either Jalen Phillips or Emmanuel Agba. One of them, I think we're gonna have a lot of sacks this year. That defense is gonna eat this year.
Yeah. So here's my prediction, and I kind of feel Phillips has already broken out. Like I think he's just gonna get better and better and better. I think he kind of already proved that. What the person I think that is going to break out and have this guy can kind of play season is the guy that has been putting in more work according to Sam Madison, and that's Noah. I think Noah is going to have that type of season this season on the defensive side.
Noah Igbinoghene.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. All right.
And on the offensive side, he kind of broke out last season, but I think he's going to really explode, and that's Durham Smythe. I think Smythe is going to
if you watch my show, I love him. I love Durham Smythe. I think he's great. And I said if we did not listen to Mike, or if we did not re-sign Gesicki or whatever, I said Durham Smythe was going to have a breakout year.
I still think he is. I still think he does, no matter what.
No fair. Ali looked at my answers.
And if you guys want to answer too, I want to know what you guys think. What do you guys think?
Richie, who do you think?
My answers. I'm going to go in there.
Stephen D,
on defense, I think. Oh my bad. Go ahead.
No. Sorry, sir. Go
ahead,
shake money.
Richie's a little drunk tonight,
but
that's okay. It's Red Kindness Friday for Richie.
On defense,
5:30 somewhere.
Or 1:30 in the morning in Australia.
I think it's not Holland, but the other safety. Who's the other safety?
Eric Rowe or Brandon Jones?
No, not Eric Rowe. Brandon Jones. I think Brandon Jones is gonna get to that next level. And
dude, he's a baller, man. I love him.
I think Chase Edmonds is gonna have a good breakout year. I think in the backfield and in the passing game.
Fair enough.
Ooh.
Richie, Richie,
Yeah, we got Richie.
Richie's listening to music in the background too. Are you listening to music in the background, bro?
Oh yeah, it's just a remix of Tupac.
Nice.
All right, Richie, who do you think's gonna have a breakout year this year?
All right. First of all, Stephen D, thank you, and the fans for having me on here.
Man, Richie, we love you.
I am so happy. And Shake Money, thank you, brother. Man, everything you say is one love. Thank you, brother. And Ali the Persian, thank you, sir. I'm shocked you actually jumped on, Ali. I'm shocked because I'm subscribed to your channel, you know. I love it, man.
I appreciate it, man. I unfortunately don't get the mornings very much to be able to participate.
Yeah,
I know this is the first time I think you've been on with me.
Stephen D comes in. That's where Stephen D comes in. He's got the morning.
I'm in the comments. Like I'm
I
definitely
see you in the
commenting.
comments a lot, yeah.
You know, I donate to the channel and everything. You know that.
Yeah, man. Ali, you got the late night. You and Color, you got the late night. And Steve, he got the morning. He rocks the morning. So that's why I love that. So thank you. And I'm so surprised and awesome. And I feel privileged to have you. Thank you very much, sir.
Richie, we feel privileged. You live in Australia and you're watching us. I love it.
That's awesome.
It's awesome. And I love it because anything that's Dolphins content, I love it. Regardless whether it's like mediocre, bad, good. It don't matter. It'll, we're all part of the family.
Whether it's a horrible morning show or a great late night show, it
don't matter whether it's repeat or not. It is what it is. It is what it is. But
I have to give it up to you guys because when the NFL plays in Europe, I think because of how early they broadcast the games here, you guys are up at 6 o'clock in the morning watching games.
Yeah, for us because it's Australian time, Ali. We're up at 3 o'clock in the morning. You can ask Wooback.
Yeah.
He's from Sydney. Wooback from Sydney. I'm from Melbourne. So
I got you. I have a friend on my soccer side of fandom. He's from Australia and he's in Melbourne as well.
Oh, one love, boss. One love.
Hey, you know that Australian wine is big in America. How is wine over there with you guys?
Oh, they love it, but it's amongst the people who has that cash flow.
Rich is over there drinking Jack Daniels and Coke. Show us what you're drinking. So let me see the can.
Yeah, we on that cheap shit.
Richie, you owe like $10 to the swear jar today, just so you know.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. My bad. I'm gonna send it through the Venmo.
I love it. All right, I love it, Richie. All right.
Please forgive me. Sorry.
You're good, Richie. You're good, man. Look. You're chilling. You're having a good time. You're vibing. You know who else is vibing? Pete. What's up, Pete?
No excuse for me.
Good morning, fellas. What's up, Shake, Richie, Ali, and the best morning show in the world, baby, Steven.
What's up, Pete? Love you.
Oh, I appreciate that, Pete. I'll pay you later for saying that.
Love you.
Hey, by the way, hold on 1 second, real quick. Stephen D, I sent you $20 for his swear jar, so you have $10 credit now.
Oh, your swear jar has been paid, Richie Rich, courtesy of Shake Money.
No.
Shake Money paid your swear jar.
No, Shake. Oh.
Hey, but I got a question. I got a question for you, two and ears.
Oh boy.
Who's a two and? Oh Lord, here we go.
You know what? Let me tell you something, Steven. There's only a handful of guys that are not two and ears in this fan base. All of you guys, all of the channels, all of you beat reporters wanted Tua. You begged for him before the draft. So everybody's a two and ear. Yeah, y'all banged for it. Y'all cried. Y'all cried when we drafted him in tears. Oh my God. Okay, I blame all of you guys because this was more a fan-driven pick. Okay? I blame all of you guys, bro. All of you guys didn't fight back the media. The media begged for it, and now the media's trashing Tua, and you guys are mad at the media. But anyways, how come Tua doesn't get played highlights like other channels play their teams? Like, I don't ever see a YouTube channel. Shout out to all of you guys. I love all of you guys, but Nobody ever plays highlights, right? In a way, I do, but
in a way, I do. In a way, I do.
But since y'all beg for Tua, I'm still a little upset, and it's good to be upset in the relationship. That's fine. Things will get better. I promise you.
Be upset in a relationship. That sounds usually like a bad thing, Pete.
No, sometimes if things get tense, things get hot. Just walk away, and boom, you come back. Things
He said they
get
got
better.
hot and heavy. And all right, Pete. Okay,
Well,
I got you.
what do you think, bro? It got so hot, Flores ended up in a cold state in Pittsburgh.
Oh my good, there you go.
You know, I mean, I could spin it if you want me to spin it like a yo-yo.
Yeah. Let me ask you something, Pete. I've been kind of dying to ask this question. So you point out that everybody was begging for Tua. I honestly wasn't. Douglas Duron's Discord can prove that. I was on there slamming my hands down that we should trade, and get, a veteran quarterback, and actually win now. I liked Tua when we drafted him because that's what we went with, and I supported him. Now I'm kind of, I can kind of see your point and other people that that are kind of like not necessarily on board fully with Tua. I see what the concerns are, but I try to be fair. So my question to you is, who are you wanting us to draft in that draft?
Hey Richie, I'm putting you on mute because I'm going to get flagged for that music in the background.
I think we have. I hope you know we have the veteran quarterback on the roster right now. This guy's a true veteran.
Oh, Teddy Bridgewater.
And his last name is Bridge. It's a 1-year bridge.
Pete, do you really believe everything you say? I just want to know.
Do you guys really? I believe everything I say. First of all, I got to answer it. I believe it all. But here's the thing. Do you guys believe the optimism you guys speak? Because that's what kind of rubs the fan base the wrong way. Because when you're out here, not you in particular, Steven, but when we have channels out here telling these kids, you see, we act like only grown men are watching. There's kids out here that are loving this team. They love that we got Tyreek Hill. And if we're out here telling these kids we're going to go to the Super Bowl because of Tyreek Hill and all of this, they're going to start hating you guys even more because you're selling a dream. They're going to go from 12-year-old, they're going to enter 13. They're going to be a teenager, and they're going to wake up. And they're going to see, these guys are out here just spewing everything that the team is buying. Nobody has a different bias on the moves. Everything's supposed to be like the only team that gets better is the Dolphins. If you watch Dolphins, the only team getting better every offseason is only the Dolphins. No other team is allowed to get better because that's just the way it rolls in this community. I don't get it.
Bro, that's because we're freaking Dolphin fans.
What happened?
That's because we're Dolphin fans. We don't go for other teams. So that's why we think Dolphins get better. Hello, McFly.
But so let me ask you a question, David, because I remember you yesterday. You made me laugh. It was like you did a hit and run.
Oh, definitely. Without question. That's what I do because I'm a pimp. That's what I do.
So since you did a little hit and run, so when teams lose their head coach, that's what makes them better? When they get a new head coach?
When teams lose their head coach, that's what makes them better?
Yeah.
No. Listen to what I say.
But that's what's going around this fan base. That's what's going around.
No. I'm not saying we're getting better because we got a new coach. I'm saying, listen to what I'm saying. If you go to Baltimore Ravens, everybody talks about I'm using Baltimore as an example. They talk about, they're the same team. Whatever you guys talk about, because I lose my mind because every time somebody says something, the goalpost is moved a little more, and I said that yesterday as well. Every time someone does an argument, you guys have a counter, and then you move the goalpost.
Okay,
it's always like that. That's the problem I have. Listen, if you don't have the optimism for this year, then just say I don't have the optimism and stop making up stuff.
Why are you beating around the question and trying to hide behind the bush?
Pete, let me ask you this.
Because you're the one moving the goalpost, and only because you use the word. Let me tell you something, David. You guys love to use the word goalpost when you're answering, and you guys, when you use it, you're literally moving it. That's why you're using the word.
Example. CB said yesterday about
all I
about
said,
coaching.
David.
Listen,
Answer it. Answer it.
Let me answer.
How did we get better with a new head coach now? A rookie head coach has never coached in his life as a head coach. How did we get better with the same team?
Let me ask you a question.
Let me answer first. Let me answer.
Okay, go ahead.
Let me answer. Easily got better. Maybe not coaching wise, okay, but player wise, we got better. We got better players this year. Armstead, Tyreek, Edmonds, Ingram. Want me to name any more? So we got better. Okay, we were one game out of the playoffs. Last 2 seasons, and
with
you're
that
telling
coach.
me
Yeah, well, listen, David, it's a rebuild, buddy. We were everything we did last year. It's out of the picture. That's out. That's it. That's history. It's a restart. You ever had to restart? This is what happens.
Like Wednesday, but nobody's getting timed out. Todd.
To answer your question, what team fires their coach and gets better? Did you think the Raiders were actually going to be in the playoffs prior to letting Gruden go?
You see, sometimes, Ali, that's a good question.
Go ahead, move the goalpost.
No, that's a good question. Sometimes you just got to have players overcome adversity. And for the Raiders to go out with no head coach, they went through all that scrutiny. They bonded together because of Derek Carr. Go look at it. He was the one that brought the team together, his leadership, and he carried them to the playoffs.
You just
That's what happened.
contradict yourself.
I don't believe Tua can do something like that.
We went on a 7-game losing streak and a 7-game winning streak. Players got better. What you talking about?
No, bro. Players, we have not got better. We haven't even practiced. Come on. These guys were in South Beach in basketball shorts and tank tops.
This is the point I'm getting at, Persian and Steven. They want to move the goalposts every single time. Every single time. They can't be balanced at all. None of them can be balanced.
David, I let this whole panel be positive for 2.5 hours. It's time.
It's only 2 hours, but I got you.
In addition to that,
not today.
To answer the question about the coaching, collectively as a whole, I think on the offensive side of the ball, the coaching did get better. I mean, everybody has experience, whereas the previous coaching staff, they were all rookie coaches on every position. And on the defense, I can say that Sam Madison is definitely an upgrade to who we had previously. I mean, the guy is primed to become a head coach in the NFL. He took the Kansas City Chiefs, and you can go look this up, Pete. Kansas City Chiefs secondary was ranked 30th in the league, and the highest when he finished there was 6th. From 30th to 6th in about 2 years. Go look it up. What coach, assistant coach, or secondary coach, or whatever we had, did that with players? And we have named players. We have Xavier Howard. We have Byron Jones. We have Nick Needham. We have named people here. We don't have some nobody. Name besides what's his name? The guy that went to the Saints.
Why do you Tua fans compare other coaches in different scenarios to our team? Like the Chiefs cannot be compared at all.
I'm not a Tua fan. Just what was it? A couple days ago or a couple.
You're not.
I'm
a Tua fan.
He has no
I'm a Tua fan.
He has no
I'm not a Tua fan. You're calling me a Tua fan. I'm not, bro.
Oh, I just say that.
He has no answer, so he's going to bring up Tua. That's the problem.
Listen, this is the issue, okay? You're not a Tua near. But listen, this is the issue. The Chiefs, they got Andy Reid. He's won Super Bowl in Philly. He's won Super Bowl. This guy's a walking Hall of Fame coach automatically. We can't compare other teams in that situation. We cannot. Well, he went to the Super Bowl multiple times. But we can't compare that. We just can't. Now, go around the league, look at first-time head coaches, or maybe a coach going into their second year like Robert Saleh. Then we can compare against those coaches. Okay, but that's what we can. That's what we have to compare
Robert
against.
Saleh, who has already admitted defeat to Mike McDaniel on live TV, already said, "Oh shit, they're hiring Mike McDaniel." That's horrible for me. He already admitted defeat. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll donate, man. I'm sorry.
You know what? You shouldn't even be sorry because that take was so bad. Let me tell you something. Robert Saleh said that for PR, but the whole Jets organization, including their fan base, They are loving that we hired this guy. Bro, Salah was a defensive coordinator. This guy was supposedly the offensive genius. Salah knows how McDaniel thinks. Salah is an older guy than McDaniel. McDaniel's a young pup. That guy, Salah is going to know everything this guy's thinking, bro. They've been together so long. They're friends. It's unreal.
You see that they always have an answer for something? They never can say, you know what, you're right. They never can say it no matter what. Ever. You won't hear Vaughn say it. You won't hear anybody else. They never say, okay, you're right. At least I say you could be right.
Well, if you don't think that someone could, like, let me tell you, there's a chance you two and ears are right. There's a chance. There's a chance. There's a chance for everything.
And there's a chance that you guys can be right. Absolutely.
I just think our chances are higher.
Oh, you know what? You can be like Spawn Jones.
What's up, Von Joe?
I'm trying to change my name, Steven. I know you're trying to change your name right now as you're typing right now. I know you're typing.
It's Spawn Joe.
I just want to be honest.
I never knew y'all could do that.
I just wanted him on the panel. That's what I was waiting for.
Cool. You could change my name.
I can change your name. You want me to change here? I'll
change it. I'll change it to two and ear number 1.
No, I'm gonna change it to.
Yeah.
What's up, fellas?
Hey, Mr. Poke Vaughn, what it is?
He is a troll, but I love him.
How's it going?
Thank you.
Hey, man, I'm doing fantastic, man. I hear that Salah admitted defeat already.
Come on, Spawn Joe.
That's what I'm hearing, baby. Yeah.
Yo, Steven,
hey, let me tell you guys something. We love.
Check what?
Hey,
that means we admitted defeat. All right, cool.
Check
we're
what?
behind the Jets, and I know you guys already know that.
Check what?
No, can you change mine?
Whoa, you're tripping.
Oh yeah, I'll change yours. I'll change
you started, Steven.
I know. Now I got to change everybody's name.
Look at you being a trendsetter.
Go ahead, change my name to whatever you want.
Why do you guys? Hey, let me ask you. Do you guys know that the reason why we were beating the Patriots with Tua and Tua's undefeated against the Patriots was because of Brian Flores and how he knew how Josh McDaniels over the years, how Josh McDaniels thinks. He knows how Josh McDaniels likes to play calls. These guys been going against each other for years, just like Salah and McDaniel. I'm trying to warn you guys. Salah is ahead of the Jets are ahead right now over McDaniel, whether you guys believe it or not. Now, what McDaniel is going to have to rely on is our talent. Please, Richie, unmute yourself.
Pete, until that happens, I'm not taking it because the Jets is our kid's brother that we slap around. All right.
Thank you, Von Joe.
Jets, if we lose to the Jets, fire everybody. I ain't taking it. I am not having it. But he said, I will not have it. I'm Black Panther. I will not have it all. Fire everybody. All right. Well,
True that. That's the way I see it. That's the way I see it. That's the way football has been done over the years. What do you guys think? Our roster was so talented, way better than the Patriots that had contingency at the head coaching position, so we could just come out of nowhere and beat them with Flores. What do you think that was?
Hey, Pete.
Come on, man. Sometimes it's bigger than the players.
Has a 2-for-1 sale.
Our defense was more talented.
No, it's that Flores knew how they play, so he knows what they're gonna do. Just like Salah knows what McDaniel is gonna want to play, and he's gonna know what he's gonna do. He's gonna put his defense in position to shut us down.
I don't care if Salah has a copy of the playbook.
I'm gonna tell you right now, the Jets are a big test for our team.
I don't care if he has a copy of the playbook. I don't care if Salah has our script and he knows play by play what's gonna happen. We do not lose to the Jets. Point blank, period. Stop saying it. I don't want to hear it. Listen,
you guys look.
I agree with Von Joe.
This is what you want to hear. This is what you guys want to hear.
I agree
Let's split with Buffalo, right? Let's split with Buffalo.
That big Buffalo.
I don't want to split with Buffalo either.
No, I don't want to split with Buffalo. I want to win 2-0 on Buffalo. But if we do split, it's
guys. Okay. See. This is where we go off the Richter. We got to relax.
Let's talk about the Jets.
Buffalo is actually a positive.
Steven, they know what they can do if they don't want me up here, right? Let them know. 50,
they can pay to kick you off for
let yourself play, Pete.
Let yourself know.
Steven, I'll be back.
I'm getting messages out here. They want me out of here. They trying to burn me.
They can get you off.
Stay in, Pete. Stay in.
Hey, Stephen D, thank you. I got to step away, man. I just want to say thank you for letting me on your show. Have a good day, man.
Love you, man. Thank you for coming on.
Love you, Ali.
Thank you.
Love you, Ali.
All right, Ali.
Love you
Later.
guys. Talk to you later.
All right, I'm changing Andrevius's name now. What do you have to say, Andrevius?
Y'all gotta stop letting Pete troll y'all. I actually love Pete. I love Pete's trolling, but people literally let him upset them, and it's hilarious.
It is
Man, you know what? Y'all gotta stop calling me a troll because I'm really gonna start trolling. If y'all continue to call me a troll, I will troll. No, bro, y'all praising this team.
No.
Man, I already told you. Wherever I go, if I have time, I'm gonna turn it into a Dolphins bash show. I literally said it on my channel. Wherever I go, I'm gonna bash us. Cause some of y'all talk like we won Super Bowls lately, bro, and we just fired a coach that I'm mad at. I'm not over that. And look at y'all trying to get. Y'all think the fan base is supposed to get over it like a Homer fan is, like a Tua fan? No, I'm still mad. We're supposed to still be with Flores right now.
One thing.
Bro, you're mad at that because he pays your rent, right? Or you shouldn't be mad because he don't pay your rent. Stop it, bro. It's a
First
freaking
of all,
game.
let me tell you something, David. I didn't even believe in Flores when we first hired him. I did not like it. First time head coach, I used the same excuses. But guess what? He came in, he did his job, and he proved to the world that this guy can win without a roster. I don't want to hear that. I'm never going to forget that. McDaniel, let me tell you something. If McDaniel wins anything, he won because of Flores. Just the same way they blame Gase for winning on Philbin's team. Hey, Richie, drink another little beer. Look, there you go. Drink a little beer, buddy. Drink a little beer, buddy. They blame Gase for winning and make it to the playoffs with Philbin's team. This is what McDaniel is going to do with Flores' team.
What's up, Mr. Polk?
No, I want to say something to Pete.
What's going to happen?
Pete, hey, Pete, I don't think you're a troll. Personally, I don't think you're a troll. But I do. The thing I like about you is you do come on these platforms and say what you feel and make people think. That's why I say that you like to massage our brains.
Exactly. And guess what? And I get kicked off and blocked and unmodded by all of them. And I don't care. I really don't. Because at the end of the day, I'm going to feel what I feel on my team. Just like this is your team, Paul.
The name of today's show needs to be Bad Take Thursdays.
No, I ain't hear the last part, Pete.
I said this is my team just as much as your team. All of you guys' team.
Hey, Pete.
Exactly.
Pete, I want to address Pete something real quick. Pete, you got to realize that Brian Flores hurt Tua's feelings worse than that Bills guy did his ribs. So that's why he's gone.
Wow.
Yeah, I know, Shake Money. We already know all of that. All of this is not Flores is not gone out of here, and we all know this because of his performance and because he didn't win and all of this.
Unity says Pete is a salty butthurt, but want to be what? I had never heard that. Pete, you're a salty butthurt. I love it.
And what are you? You just finished coming up on your stream, right? That the thing that we could talk about is the undefeated 72 season, and we weren't even here.
Pete, you're a salty butthurt. This is my favorite line now. Everybody's a salty butthurt. Is that a candy bar?
So what do you think the Lions are?
I guess that's better than your dumb butt.
Your dumb butt. That is so better. Salty butthurt is my new favorite thing.
Swear jar.
I love it.
That's swear jar, Steven.
What is
swear jar?
What, butthurt?
There you go.
Salty butthurt?
That's swear jar.
Can I get I want to get a salty butthurt bar, please. Can I get a salty butthurt bar? This is my new favorite thing. Salty butthurt.
But look, who's that said that? Come up here, buddy. Since you're not salty. Hey, he's not. Hey, bring the light and I will turn it off like a light switch, buddy. And anything that you guys have to say, I could turn it off because this team has played bad and you know it. And they all run from me. That's why I know it. And I know it. That's the issue. And you got some people out here changing their tune now. Though I ain't gonna say any names. People out here changing their tunes.
Pete is the kind of guy that pulls his pants down at the ankles at the urinal.
Who's that? Scummy?
That's Scummy, bro.
Scummy's a big old near. Scummy's a big old near. He loves. You know why Scummy doesn't like me? Because he loves Big O, and Big O has been wrong. What happened? Wasn't Flores the best coach ever? And how does Big O? How does Big O go from Flores being the best coach to him? I told you guys he should have been fired. Come on, bro. You guys let that guy flip flop and sell you dreams.
Salty butt.
Come up here, buddy. Hey, the guys that are salty are the ones that are messaging. Look, Richie Rich is salty right now. I could tell he's salty.
Richie Rich is vibing, bro. Richie Rich is vibing, son.
No, Richie is salty.
Right now.
Scummy makes the point. Peter's too hip hop.
I love you.
Oh, hold up. I put you on mute. Say it again, Richie Rich.
I was loving Pete's flavor. He's got a beautiful flavor to himself.
He's got something. I don't know how beautiful he got something.
It creates the whole story.
It's very entertaining. That's about it.
You know what? And this is the issue. I appreciate that, Richie, but I it's nothing that I do. It's what you guys are doing to me and how I'm taking my Dolphins takes from you guys. They say I have bad takes, but when I'm listening to all you guys, I can't believe half of the stuff I'm hearing, and I have to be like this. Like, no. I love all you guys, no matter what.
And we have to counterattack too.
Hey,
you know, it is what it is.
Exactly.
So, Pete, what I be doing to you, Pete?
Man, you drive me. That's why I don't be online sometimes.
Hey, hold up. Can I get y'all's help with something? Somebody posted Finn Holick at Dana Booth on Twitter posted a poll, and it said, "Who is your favorite YouTuber? Big O, Dougly Do Wrong, Stephen D, The Real Reason." And he says, "I also enjoy Kurt's honorable mention is TD Finstock. I know you had a large following. You said your cup of negativity is not my cup of tea. So right now I'm only at 10%. Can some of y'all go online and vote for me, please?"
You should be more.
I know.
Look. This is the issue. Hey, they don't like TD because of his negativity. But explain, what positive does that guy have to talk? They hate on the guys that speak on our team the right way. I don't get it. I really don't. And it's not. I mean, I don't agree with everything TD says, but he be on point with this team. Like literally, he be on point. And you guys don't like to hear it. People be hating on him. I don't get it. I really don't. But anyways, you can tell the hate by calling him negative because he doesn't have nothing positive like the Dolphins.
We need to go back in time and look what everybody said and see who's right and who's wrong.
There's no going back in time, bro. If you go back in time, you're gonna hear Pete say, Josh Rosen needs an offensive line. Josh Rosen needs a running game. Josh Rosen needs a receiver. Let's try to build around Rosen. You know, give him a fair opportunity. And Pete got called the dumbest person in the world for that. I promise you, David, go back if you go back in time. But now two of guys are saying the same thing, and they're not dumb for saying those things, right? Come on, bro.
I'm not saying just you. I'm saying everybody because
Thank you, Scummy.
Everybody needs to be held accountable.
Well, I will say this again. I allow everybody to come on my channel, have an opinion. I also give everybody the fair opportunity to, if you want a 10-minute timeout somebody for $10, you can do that. If you want to ban somebody for the day, you can do that for $50. But I also give those people an opportunity to come back too. So it's an equal opportunity butt whooping or salty butt hurt for anybody who wants to come up here and express their feelings. Equal opportunity.
Hey, Steven, can we watch some Tua good plays? You got any good plays on Tua?
I get flagged for that.
What do you mean you get flagged for that? Everybody else does it. You go to any other channel, you got the Panthers showing Sam Darnold plays all day, bro.
Well, that's because Panthers don't care, and they have a horrible following anyway.
That's unbelievable to me.
Todd, Todd, what's up, Todd?
Hey,
What's
Pete,
up, Todd?
I gotta say this, and I love you like a brother, man. Don't get me wrong, but I have never seen a fan need a sports psychologist more than you.
Oh wow, that's real.
Man, I take that. You know, you're looking out for me, Todd. I appreciate that, man. That's what a good friend does. That's what a family member does when they're concerned about their fellow brother. You know, you go out and you speak to them, and I appreciate that, Todd.
Hey, just so y'all know, my chatter of the day is Scummy. Scummy says Stephen D has no agenda, only to entertain and see the Fins succeed. Thank you, Scummy. I appreciate that.
Hey, I'll be the first to say we don't know what the season's going to bring. We don't know. We got to watch it happen. But Pete, you lost me at the Jets.
What happened? You ran out of fuel?
What's up, Lewis?
There's no way the Jets are going to beat us. You lost me there.
How, did you not hear what I said though, Todd? Go ahead, Shake.
You got to admit that is a good point, because at the end of the day, Saleh knows what Kyle Shanahan is. I mean, not Kyle Shanahan. Mick coaching is doing. So
I would
that
say,
that's an X factor.
I would say that, yes, but has Shanahan ever had this type of speed to work with? Think about this. He's the guy who makes things up on the fly and changes things.
Butthurt. Got it. You are a butthurt. I like it. Okay, Vince.
He likes to evolve. You know what I mean? So you look at him evolving, and with that type of speed at those positions, and I think how creative he could be now, that's what you got to say. Saleh doesn't know everything going through his head and probably in that playbook right now.
Thank you, Todd. Thank you.
That I mean, and it's not. You could say that, but I mean, you could also think as a Jet defense coordinator in Saleh, you could be like, man, I know that playbook ain't that thick, and these routes over here ain't gonna move over here with all that speed, regardless. So let's just play one deep safety just in case, and crowd the middle of the field because we have film that Tua struggles on that, and let's just contain the edges because they want to do a little sweep or something.
And Pete, here's the other thing.
He knows them.
What defensive backs will be able to keep with our receivers?
Wasn't it week 2 or week 3? Tyreek Hill with Mahomes only had like 2 catches on 6 targets, and that team doesn't even have a cornerback we can name right now. I forgot what team that was. But it happens.
But they didn't have a running game either, and that's why I say we don't know what's going to happen. I want to see this running game open up.
Tyreek, when you shut Tyreek.
One thing too is you can have all the speed on the as wide receivers. If Robert Saleh could get pressure and make it so they could get to them real fast, those receivers aren't going to get open, no matter how fast they are.
Ooh, matter of fact, check this out. Hey, check this out.
That's what I was about to say, the running game. Thank you.
And I'm glad I got Mr. Polk. Mr. Polk is up here and Todd. Todd, I know you guys remember. Was it the AFC Championship game? What year was that? I don't think I was born. I don't remember. Where it was the Jets versus the Dolphins. And the Jets were the speed team at the time. And the Dolphins were the big, powerful, like the slow team. What year was that? It was an AFC. I'm going to have to re-look it up. And the Jets were considered the speed team. And guess what happened in the AFC Championship game in Miami? It was raining. It was pouring. And what happens in the rain? Your speed is useless. The Dolphins won. The Dolphins won and made it to the Super Bowl. Wasn't that the 84 season? Was that the 84 season?
I gotta go back and look that up too.
Look it up. It's the 84 season. I think we beat the Jets in the AFC Championship game to make it to the Super Bowl. And the Jets were considered that whole year, because I read a documentary on this. I heard it. And the Jets the whole year were considered the speed team. They were the
Who has ever seen people doing a broadcast say when it's raining out, who has the advantage? The offensive player. So what you just said was the dumbest thing I ever heard in my life.
But it happens. The Jets were the speed, just like we're the speed. And what's going to happen when if we make it to the playoffs?
David, what do you mean by that?
What I mean by that? All the broadcasters and everybody who played the game, has said when it's raining out, the advantage goes to the wide receivers and the running back because they know where they're going, and the defense don't know where they're going.
All right, and you know what? And Pete, to take away that argument, my pushback on that argument is he is right. But you also have to remember there were different rules back then for corners on receivers. Now you can't touch them with that speed.
Oh, yeah, good point.
You could touch him. What are you talking about, Todd? You just can't touch him past 5 yards down the line of
Yeah,
scrimmage.
but back then you could touch him all the way down the field.
No, you could not. That rule has not changed like that. You
Yeah,
can
it
still
has.
touch. Man, Todd, we go through the whole year, and you got fans saying pass interference, only because he's riding his hip. You could put your hand on a receiver's hip and ride him. That's legal.
When did the 5-yard rule come into effect?
If I'm not mistaken, I think it went from like 10 yards to 5 yards, but it's always been 5 yards for the longest. I'm telling you that the cornerback matchup and those rules have not changed.
The rules
Pete's right on
favor
that.
the rules favor the receivers so much now. That's why Dan Marino said with these rules he would have been throwing for 70 and 80 touchdowns.
Yep.
So you're telling me that the greatest passer in college history that ever played the game of position at quarterback can't come in and do that now? He hasn't been doing it.
Who's that?
Bro,
he's talking about Tua.
Tua's supposed to be better than Marino right now, buddy. Tua's supposed to be better than Marino right now.
No.
Tua should be making Marino and the Marino fans forget about Marino already. I promise you. That's what Tua needs to be doing, and he's not. We're still coming up here. Oh my God, that Marino! You remember that guy did 19,000 Saturdays ago?
Oh yeah, Jesus.
Oh.
I can't pull
Yeah,
it up.
I got.
Oh, Crypto was there. My bad, guys.
Lewis in here too, I think.
Lewis!
Yeah,
the Tampa Bay Lightning suck.
Yeah, I'm here, and I'm real salty today. I just been listening in the background, waiting. I'm gonna get at everybody. I'm salty. There was 6 men on the ice on last night. Everybody knows.
Are you salty but hurt too? Don't be salty but hurt.
I'm more than salty but hurt.
Are you get a little hangry when you get a little angry when you're hungry? Have a salty butt hurt.
Hey, there was 6 men on. There was 6 men on the ice last night. I just want to mention that there was 6 men on the ice. But don't worry about the Lightning. You know what's funny to me about this whole conversation? It's all the time. We're never gonna get along because I agree. I want Tua here to succeed, but I just don't. He hasn't shown me enough to believe it. But then we come out and people will sit here and defend Tua to the death. They'll say anything.
But people do the same thing with Flores.
They do the same thing. David, the difference is we've seen Flores when there was things hitting the fan. He succeeded. Tua doesn't. That's the problem. Flores had to win.
Hey, Lewis. That's a weak argument because Tua was the quarterback.
How's it weak?
You're right, Lewis.
David, you come out here every day and you say, when we say something, you're like, oh, they lost 7 games straight. I agree. That was on Flores, right? I agree because it's the coaching.
It wasn't just on Flores. It wasn't just on Flores. But go ahead.
Then it wasn't just on Flores. Guess what, though? That 7-game win streak was all on Flores because it was our defense that was winning those games. It was nothing to do with Tua. It was Flores' defenses that won that game.
Why are you laughing? Did you just admit defeat?
Because you have to score touchdowns to win. So you have to play. Someone has to play quarterback.
Jason Sanders got an extension.
Just because you win 20-17, you're playing in the NFL. You're playing in the NFL.
David,
if you think,
David, let me ask you a question because we were on Color Stream yesterday. Shout out to my man Color. In
yeah,
2020,
that was good.
In 2020, our Dolphins averaged 25 points a game on offense. 25. Mm-hmm. That's what they averaged. Last year they went down to 20. What does Flores coach?
Chan Gailey.
Luis.
That's moving the goalposts.
Chan Gailey has records here in Miami
Luis,
with Fitzpatrick.
You're gone for 10 minutes, Luis. You're banned for 10 minutes.
Coaching.
Don't worry. I could carry it over. Now ban me.
Chan Gailey.
I could carry that over. Luis, you ain't missing out.
Weak offensive line.
How did Luis get banned before David or Pete? That's real.
This is Lewis. I know he's not here right now. This is the difference. Is that they let people go, and they thought it was going to be a better offensive line. Flores made a mistake. People make mistakes, bro. I'm not judging him from that.
Exactly. So David, to Lewis's argument, bro. He gave credit to losing. Listen to what Lewis told you and everybody out there. He gave Flores the credit for going 1-7, which is correct. And then he's also giving Flores.
And what did I say? What did I say?
You're saying it's Flores.
When he said that? What did I say, Pete?
You agreed, but
I said it wasn't just Flores. But you didn't even know what I was talking about because you didn't ask me and I didn't give an answer.
Okay, so what did you say? What are you going to say? Give an answer, because that's why I didn't know what you said, because you saying here you didn't answer. What are you talking about, Richie? I hear you slick talking.
All right, hold on. Go ahead, Richie.
I'm slick talking because you're not listening.
You're not listening, Pete. Everybody just remember Richie has been drinking the entire show, and it's 2:00 in the morning. Go ahead, Richie. Floor is yours.
I'm just saying, just listen. He's trying to tell you, just listen.
Lewis got kicked off. He didn't finish. I need to carry that on, and you guys aren't listening.
Damn it!
Why
did he get kicked off for?
My thing is this.
Big Goat Villa sent him out. He said Flores was 8-13 without Tua. Bye, Lewis.
My point is this. It's both people's fault at this point. It's Tua's fault and Flores' fault. Or as a cop-out, it's called being balanced, man. You can't blame one over the other. They both make mistakes.
Okay. You really could, David, because...
No, you can't. You can't because
listen, David, man, look what happened over here. This organization is a disaster. This organization is a disaster, David. Think about it. Look about this. Look. I'm gonna put you as the owner or as the general manager of this my train right now. You know, you're the coach, you're the leader. You pick you're the leader of this train right now. You're the leader of this train.
Richie, read the bottom of the screen, Richie.
And if you're telling me, David, that you can't move this train fast enough with all this weight in the back that we'll get to where we need to get to faster if we unload some of these trains. And I don't listen, and I'm not.
What are you talking about?
Listen to me.
Dolphin train then. No. Stop pushing it from behind.
Bro, exactly. This is what you're doing. You don't want me to finish because you know I'm about to make you look silly. Flores didn't have all the reign as a traditional head coach would. This guy did not want Tua to play.
He wasn't going to do stuff. What are you talking about? I can see. This is the problem. People can make the same arguments.
This is not a problem. This is the truth.
No. The truth is, people can make arguments on both sides.
No, you cannot.
Yes, they can.
No, you cannot.
Yes, they can.
Okay, what is the other argument? If I'm telling you that Flores did not like Tua, he did not want Tua to start for him. He felt Fitzpatrick was the better player. A lot of other people feel like Fitzpatrick was the better player as well at the time. And for 2 years in a row. And what happens? He's not getting what he wants as a head coach. They're forcing Tua on him. Matter of fact, this is how I know you're wrong, David. This is why I know you 2 years can't get this correct.
And do stupid things.
Look,
does that make sense? Come on, man.
You 2 years already admitted defeat.
Bro.
Yes, you are.
Bro, I'm not a 2-year. Bro, you're making me. Y'all
can end this at any time. Just so you know.
I don't care what you tell me. Look, even if all of you are all 2 years, all of you guys, all of you wanted Tua before the draft, you're a 2 year. That's the new rule from now on. All of you with this fan-driven pick. This fan-driven pick.
How did Lewis get banned, but Pete or David has not? It is amazing. Go ahead, guys. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Because they're starting to wake up, Steven. They know, bro.
Argument is genius.
Playoff talk. You guys shouldn't be talking playoff. You guys should be talking what's the next head coach. Give us a real head coach already.
Hold up. What'd you say, Richie? Say it again, Richie.
They should be talking fights, not playoffs. Let's have a one-on-one.
Hey, Pete, you want to have a celebrity boxing match? I'm down for that.
But
you down for a celebrity? I'm a celebrity, or am I a hater?
Bro, me and you are celebrities, bro. We're on the panel. We're celebrities.
Omar says,
man, we're haters, bro.
Pete lives rent-free in Pete's head.
Hey, Pete lives more than Omar's head. Omar's head, boy. That boy be sending messages like a maniac out there.
I bet you.
He actually believes Tua. He actually believes Tua has a strong right arm, not even left. I've heard Omar say Tua has a better right arm throw.
Anyway,
that's how much of a Tua-neer he is.
Pete, I wanted Herbert anyway, so I don't know what you're talking about.
That's good for you. We should have never even got Herbert either. We would have been good with Jalen Hurts in the second round.
I don't disagree with that. That was a possibility too. But I didn't want Tua not because he wasn't good, because of an injury.
You had these Tua-neers bashing Jalen Hurts, and Jalen Hurts is out here balling out, looking way better than Tua. Can't even argue that. Oh, really?
I don't know about that.
Really? All you guys are gonna say is stats. Go look at the game. That's it. Just those rushing yards alone would have got us in the playoffs with Jalen Hurts.
Fuck the state.
But
Jalen Hurts, Tua's bench warmer is better than Tua in the NFL. Check this out. Mac Jones, Tua's bench warmer is better than Tua in the NFL. All of you guys are wrong. The evaluation on the quarterbacks on
Mike
this
McDaniel is better
organization.
than Flores, and he hasn't even played a game yet.
What'd you say, Richie? What'd you say, Richie?
His bench warmer is better than him.
You got Richie all riled up, Pete. Why you doing that for?
Hey, but that's Pete.
He's a mad dolphin. He looks like a mad scientist today.
Thank you, Pete. Thank you. I love you.
No matter what, man. No matter what these people got to take. I'm not going at you guys personally. I'm just unleashing my dolphin fever. I'm sick, man. I'm sick of this.
I love Pete. Stephen D, I love Pete because you did say, like, Pete's that type of dude. He loves to troll. He's a lover. He's a fighter. He does it all.
Nah, man. I'm a lover, not a fighter. I'm a lover, not a fighter.
5954 says, next subject, Pete, please tell us what it is about Baker Mayfield that makes you think he's a good fit for our beloved Dolphins.
Nah, he ain't no fit.
Yeah, he is a really good. He is a really good fit. Look, Baker Mayfield, he's still short. He's not my cup of tea, but listen, he is better than Tua, and this is what I'm trying to like. I'm getting blamed, like, oh, Pete's the quarterback hoochie. He likes everybody but Tua.
Everybody's better than Tua.
I didn't say that.
I'm just saying that. Pete likes everybody but Tua.
You got 2 more minutes, Lewis. 2 more minutes.
The thing is, I never seen anything I like about Tua, and there's other quarterbacks like Baker Mayfield that I've actually seen and I liked. Like, I've seen some of his passes.
Fair enough.
There's not passes that I like from Tua. I'm telling you, there has not been one that made me say, wow. I promise you. Look, the biggest pass last year.
Hold on, guys. Can I
Vaughn, you can't. Hold on. Let me finish real quick because I was saying one more thing. Vaughn, 1 second. Let me just finish this. The biggest pass that we saw last year, the biggest pass that got us all excited and made us dance was that last preseason game by Luke Riley. What was that quarterback that we cut him? Reed Sinnett. He made the biggest pass. Nobody on our team made a better pass than that pass in that preseason
third
game.
and fourth stringers.
I just need you.
It doesn't matter.
Did you say quarterback hoochie?
Okay.
Oh yeah, they like to call me the quarterback. Oh, Pete likes everybody but Tua. That's a quarterback hoochie. I forgot who said that.
Never in my life ever.
Hold on. Guys, I'm driving, so you might lose me. Okay, real quick. Yes or no? I just need yes or no. If Flores make it to the playoffs last year, is he fired or he's still our coach? Yes or no?
No.
Only made it to the playoffs? One and done, Vaughn?
He made it to the playoffs.
One and done?
Yes or no?
Yeah, he's
We're
fired.
in the playoffs. Whether it's one or
regardless,
done, fired?
Bro, regardless, he was fired. They made up their decision before the season ended.
I just need yes or no. Yes or no's, all right? Bet. Okay. Here's the situation. At the end of the day, believe it or not, David is right in his statement that it's both of their faults, but this is where he's wrong. Because at the end of the day, Flores did the coaching. Flores did support to it. He did put a defense to support him, and one of the biggest pieces a quarterback needs is a defense. Right? Secondly, it's also Tua's fault because of its inconsistency of play.
I agree.
But also,
I agree.
Let me finish. Also, his inconsistency of being on the field, because we could all say that
right.
Tua played because he missed 5 games last year.
4.
If he missed 4 games. Okay, those 4 games, I'm pretty sure they were part of the losing streak. But if he didn't miss those 4 games, I'm pretty sure we win a game or 2 more and win the playoffs.
I don't disagree with you.
Versus
You're
who,
right.
Vaughn? Flores benched that guy because that was tough competition.
It doesn't matter.
No, Pete.
He still missed 4 games.
Bro, I don't believe that rib injury, bro. We need x-rays.
So
we need x-rays.
One of the
Pete,
issues
was he
is that
out?
he is not consistent in his play, but at the same time, he is not consistent in his play, and he is not consistent on being on the field, and this date back to college. So this is one of my gripes and issues with him.
I agree with you 100%.
In this current AFC that we're in, you cannot miss games. You cannot drop games. Dropping a game or 2 because your quarterback is not there will leave you looking outside in. Like,
so Von Joe, hold on 1 second. 1 second, Von Joe. Since Pete believes that Tua is the worst quarterback in the league, if he would have came for those 4 games and if we would have went to the playoffs, we would have went to the playoffs with the worst coach and the worst quarterback in the league. Right?
Okay.
Right now, yeah, I'll take Drew Lock, Sam Darnold over Tua. I'll take Sam Darnold and Drew Lock over Tua right now.
Pete,
Jared Goff, give me
Pete,
him.
Because at the end of the day, at the end of the day, you could have a trash quarterback and still make a good playoff run because you have a solid defense.
Facts.
Don't act like we haven't seen this through the history of the NFL.
Vaughn, I agree.
This
but
is the history of the NFL.
But Vaughn, okay, you're right on.
No, Pete.
You're right on. You're right on. No, it's not. You don't got to get invited to the dance. At the end of the day, you got to be able to dance all the tunes. You can't just be good at one dance, Vaughn. Where you going to get invited to the dance and just dance one song?
What you mean? Hey, man, our defense.
You're only going to dance one song with Tua. This is what I'm telling you. A limited quarterback affects you, bro. Okay, look, Vaughn, yes, you're right.
That's cool, but our defense, that's all we need. We've seen trash quarterbacks get carried all the way through and win Super Bowls all the way to
name. Okay, that's a great point. Yes, but this is what I want to. Lewis, real quick, Lewis. I know you you're itchy, Lewis. You just served timeout. I don't like that you had to go do that time, but you're free by now. But let me ask Von Joe this real quick. Von Joe, name one quarterback that made it to the dance and only was limited quarterback. He was limited. He couldn't do the full playbook and didn't have a running game. Wait.
Hold on, not even Jimmy G, the guy at Philly.
What guy at Philly?
Oh, geez, because when went out.
None of those quarterbacks are limited.
Nick Foles.
Nick Foles is not limited.
What are you talking about?
No, he's
trash.
What are you trash? Bro, I want Nick Foles right now for you calling him trash, bro. You see some of them deep bombs he was throwing?
Where is he now?
Man, let's go get Nick Foles right now, bro. You have no idea. Bro, Nick Foles was throwing darts.
I don't care how good your arm is. If you can throw darts, but if your darts is hitting everywhere but the target, what's the point?
You just call Nick Foles. I'm not saying he's great, but he's not a limited quarterback. No limited quarterback.
Can I ask everybody on the panel?
He's mentally limited.
VJ, hold on.
Mentally. Tua's mentally and physically
Hold on, Pete. Let me just ask everybody on the panel. This is for the panel, and listen to my voice. I'm not trying to scream because I don't want people to time me out. But just a question. Everybody up here.
Nick Villa definitely had your number because he was like, "You're out of here."
Yeah, well, look at his name. That should tell you everything about what that guy did. Look at the guy's name.
Get you out of there again, cuz.
Everybody respects and can agree that we can all respect Mike Tomlin, correct?
Yes.
Everybody would say that the Pittsburgh Steelers is a top-notch organization in the NFL, correct?
Yes.
Correct.
Okay. It's funny to me how we can come out here as fans that don't know nothing, because again, I don't know everything neither. But we come out here and we say that Flores can't coach, and he's only a defensive coach. But I seen an interview with Mike Tomlin that he went into the owner's office of the Pittsburgh Steelers and said, "Hey, I'm thinking about hiring Coach Flores." 45 minutes later, Coach Flores was hired because the Art Rooney of the Pittsburgh Steelers said yes. It's funny to me how our owner.
Hold on. Let me interject.
It's funny to me how
Art said, "Why are you asking me? Go do your thing."
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Why is it that we have an owner that we're putting so much faith in that has been down here for 20 plus years that don't know his ass from a hole in the wall, but a owner
I
like
brought
the
this up
Pittsburgh
months
Steelers?
ago. I brought this up a month ago.
David, you're one of the ones though. David, you sit here and say that Flores can't coach, so I'm supposed to listen.
I didn't say he couldn't coach. I said he was he coached bad. There's a difference.
What do you mean he coached bad?
He was 8-13 with Tua. He coached bad. That's not a great record. Just because you have a good defense and you go 8-13 is not good.
David, let me ask you a question. That 8-13 record, you're including the first. You're including his first year, right?
I believe so.
Okay, well, I believe he was working with UPS. I believe he was working with UPS drivers and Walmart workers his first year.
Lewis,
I don't disagree.
Lewis, his first year was tanked.
I don't disagree with that.
It was
but
tanked
last
for
year
Tua.
he didn't.
So then why
last year he didn't.
And last year he had a winning record, 9-8, and the year before that he was 10-6. What are you talking about? Don't tell me about no 8-13 record when he had trash his first year. We all knew it. This is the problem.
Lewis, you said you didn't want to scream, but it gets frustrating, right? Doesn't it get frustrating?
There's more lightning than anything.
I'm telling you, bro. You just let it out, Lewis. Let it
out. You
out.
want to get mad and get loud and all that stuff for a 8-13 record? You go right ahead. And I'm saying that after just Tua. I'm not even saying with Fitzpatrick or the time that I'm saying just Tua. He went 8-13.
Andre said, "Get him, Lewis." He said, "Get him, Lewis."
No,
Didn't I just say that? Let it out, Lewis. Let it out.
His first year. I gave him a free pass his first year because they were tanking, and everybody knew it. No one's talking about his first year.
Okay, so in the second year, you're telling me a coach that goes 10-6 and 9-8 should be fired? That's what you're telling me then. I don't care what his record is without Tua.
I don't
Look at
think
the
he
record
got.
at the end of the year.
According to Ross, he didn't get fired for going having a record. He got fired for people skills.
Okay, so he got fired because he basically told Ross he didn't know what the hell he was doing. I agree with that. You would disagree?
I agree. He got fired. That's the reason why.
Okay, no. That's not what my question was. My question was, see, the difference is when Mike Tomlin got to Pittsburgh, they let Mike Tomlin run the Pittsburgh Steelers organization.
Mike Tomlin's been there for 25 whatever years. You're talking about it's the same thing. You guys put up Lamar Jackson 58 wins with 20. Then you put up Tomlin's 600 million wins compared to Flores. They don't have clout like that, bro.
That's not what I'm saying at all, David. What I'm saying is owners in this league that give football guys like a Mike Tomlin is a football guy. We can call him Belichick, we can call him whatever we want, but Belichick is the New England Patriot.
I agree.
Robert exactly.
So Stephen D.
They've been around for years. It's the difference. Listen, there's a difference between being around for 30 years.
Be good, Mr. Pump. Love you, brother.
Later, bro. There's a difference. You can't put the same. You can't do that. Because listen, my managers, I have a brand new manager and I have a manager that's been with me for since the beginning. I trust the one that's been with me from the beginning, 5 years. Right? I listen to the one for the 5 years. I don't listen to the one that's been with me for 6 months.
David,
that's the difference.
David, how does the guy from 6 months get to 5 years? How does he do that, David?
You got to show me.
And he didn't show you, and you're telling me that Flores didn't show you anything? That's what you're saying. Come on.
You're not listening. You're not listening. I gave you that he shouldn't have got fired due to his record. I'm telling you his people skills. There's a difference, bro. You got to listen.
Okay,
you got to listen, Lewis. You're not listening, Lewis.
No, hey, listen. You're right. We live in a society in a world that's all peaches and cream, and we have to be nice.
Listen,
listen,
David.
I listen.
My job tonight, David. I'm going to go to work tonight. And I'm going to tell my boss, hey, what you did to me last night by giving me 2 extra stops, I don't appreciate that. And I'm going to go to the higher ups. I'm going to complain, David, because things don't work out. That's the problem. Everybody up here is mad because Flores got into Tua's ass and basically told him he was playing like dog shit. That's what the problem is.
I don't disagree with that. What are you talking about?
Lewis?
Hold on, let me
listen.
Look,
I think there's more to it. Listen, I think it's more to it than just what you're talking about. There's something behind what you're saying, and I don't think you're saying it. Why don't you just say what you mean? Because there's something more behind it.
Because you're right.
If you're not listening,
I'm not gonna sugarcoat.
Let me say something quick.
You're right. Go ahead, Shake. My bad.
Let me say something real quick. Let me say something. No problem. I think this is what David's trying to say. Let's say you're all right. We'll bring WWF. You could be the best wrestler on the roster. You could have you could drag all the ratings. But if you piss off Vince McMahon, right or wrong, he's gonna fire you, and that's what happened with Brian Flores. And I think it was an incompetency on Ross's part, but unfortunately, he brought
compare Stephen Ross and Vince McMahon. I love it.
Listen,
no,
I think Ross is the sorriest owner in the league. Personal
he fired
opinion.
him because billionaires don't like to be told what to do, and Flores did that. He's like, listen,
nobody wants to be told what to do. It's not just owners, bro. Nobody wants to be told. You could be the poorest person on the street, and a cop can come up to you and say you can't stay there, and they're gonna say something because they don't want to move. They don't want to be said no to.
Yeah, but I'm saying though, he's
so it doesn't
owner.
matter.
So at the end of the
It's
day,
called pride.
He has the final say. So he fired Flores because Flores pissed him off, point blank.
Well, of course. But it goes all around too. It's not just Ross. I mean, Flores. People come into my office and they don't talk to me any old way. And yet I try to make them calm down and relax and try. I'm trying to get them feeling okay because people come in and they have the jitter sometimes, and and interviews and all this kind of stuff. You got to make people feel comfortable, right? So maybe Ross doesn't make people feel comfortable, but also you got to feel comfortable to go in and say these things in a way that's not going to get you fired.
David, let me ask you a question. David. Let's say the first year, and this is just a rumor, so I'm just asking the question. But if Ross comes up to Flores, or let's say you're Flores, if Ross comes up to you and says, David, this first year, I'm gonna get rid of all these players, we're gonna tank and this and that, and you say, no, I don't agree with that because this is my first head coaching job. I coach basically for my name. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I coach for the Dolphins, but if I go down with it, if I go I have a 1-15 season, they're just going to say that David is trash as a head coach, right? And you tell the owner, no, I'm not going to do that. And you come out and you win 5 out of your last 7 games. Is that going against the owner?
I would say yes.
Is that a reason to be fired? Do you blame Flores for doing something like that?
No,
if he did that, so that's where
as an owner, I'll be like,
Hey, but Lewis,
south, right?
But Lewis, let me ask you, Lewis.
No, not necessarily.
But Lewis, let me ask you, Lewis, real quick, Lewis. Let me ask you something, and the panel, whoever wants to answer. What head coach in this NFL is equipped to win with their backup quarterback? Mind you, because they like to. Hold on. Mind you, exactly what Lewis is telling all of you. He don't care about that 8-13 record because what was that first year? 0 expectations. The same 0 expectations I'm carrying over for this year with a new head coach.
Okay, good
0.
For you, now,
okay?
Lewis.
So how are you going to blame Flores for working with a backup quarterback in Brissett and putting all those losses on him?
What are you talking about? I'm not blaming Flores. What are you talking about? You just missed the whole conversation.
But this is what I'm saying. How do you not find a way to blame Tua more than Flores? If Flores had it tougher than what Tua had. Tua messed his thing up for missing games.
I'll show you an example. And Lewis, you can listen to this too. If you go 1-15 or now 1-16, your revenue is going to be god awful. But if you start winning the last few games, your revenue is going to go up. So a lot of it has to do with money. If you're making the owner money, they don't care what you do, bro. They don't care. Same thing. Listen, I don't care how people manage as long as they get the job done.
David, I agree 100%. But then you're talking out of both sides of your mouth because you just said that if you're the owner, right, or Stephen Ross is the owner, and if you're winning and the stadium is getting packed and jersey sales are going up and everything's so then 10-6 is winning, 9-8 is winning. So why did Ross have a
again? You're not listening. I said you're right about coaching. I didn't say that. He got fired not because of coaching, because
he got
of
fired because Stephen
because
Ross,
of what?
Because he was telling Stephen Ross
Because he's not good with people. That's why.
Okay. Why? Why is he not good with people? Because
first of all, hey,
he went at Devontae Parker. That's why he's not. That's not why he's not good with people.
He's not good with people because he's not good with one person. Because he is not good with Tua, who's not playing very well. He's considered this. That is the biggest. Y'all moved the. Hey, David, you're moving. Look, David, you're moving both goalposts, the opponents and ours, bro. Only because Flores has problems with one player. Now he has a problem, and that's his problem. Come on, bro. You guys need to stop that, bro. This team rallied around Flores.
Stephen, have I been saying
Flores?
Stephen, have I been saying the same thing for the last 20 minutes about he wasn't fired for coaching? He was fired for his personal.
I have no idea. I'm surprised.
You said he was fired for his people skills.
Exactly.
Okay, so what people skills?
So wins and losses didn't matter. Wins and losses didn't matter to Stephen Ross.
What people skills? Name it right now, because you're moving the goalposts and you don't have an answer.
How he treated the
media? How did he treat the media? Hey, Steven, put a Flores clip on how he treated the media. Tell him to find you one right now. That man didn't treat the media no wrong way. What are you talking about? Stop making this up. This is the thing, you Dolphin fans pushing for Tua's help. Start making yourself look this way, bro. You don't have material to back it up.
Okay. And you do.
There's a comment. Look at Shaq Finn's comment in the comment section. He said that Flores tried to change the culture in Miami. Shaq Finn's. Let me explain.
I don't disagree. I don't disagree with that.
Hey, Shaq. No. He's saying that.
Matter of fact, I might not even disagree with him firing Flores. My point is that's the reason why he did it.
No,
Shaq Finn.
They should have fired Flores and Tua and Greer. That's what they should have done.
Okay,
that's what they should have done.
I don't disagree with that or agree with that. I don't know. I wasn't there either. I'm just saying.
The problem in the office stays in the office if you don't get rid of the little snake, and that is Greer and Tua right now. They survived it. They survived it, and they only let one person go.
How can you say that it wasn't Flores? It could have been all three of them.
No, bro. Of course, it's all three of them.
David, you're gone for 10 minutes.
Terrence Bandu.
I'm surprised it took that long. And
that's it. These guys are making things up. These guys, you see, Steven, I'm glad there was a little pause because I thought I got banned for a second. But listen.
I was surprised you didn't go either. I was like, where's Peace, man?
Hey, I was like, oh, man. But listen, but you see what I'm talking about, right? How they moved the goalposts. They can't tell you why. They just say things, but yet Pete comes up here and makes things up, and I'm a hater. This is the issue with this fan base. Nobody, bro, there's so many channels driving you guys crazy, you don't know where to stand on. That's the issue. So many rumors and so many sources and so many lies are going around this YouTube streets that if you talk to somebody on the streets, they'll look at you crazy like, bro, that's not what's going on. You better wake up. They fired Flores because he didn't believe in Tua, and like David says, they need to help marketing. Who's making money while the Dolphins are losing? Tua's jerseys for somehow. They're selling out. They're selling out. So that's the money marketer. But that doesn't mean they got rid of Flores because, no, man, I don't want to hear that because he's a bad people person. This guy has been coaching in the NFL for so long. No, how long this guy has been coaching in the NFL, so many players love him. If you see the Christian Wilkins interview, that guy almost has tears in his eyes, bro, after losing Flores and finding out. Go look at it. This team loved Flores, just like I fell in love with Flores. This guy didn't come in here and lie to us. No, he's told us straight up, this is my first gig. It's gonna be open competition, just like it needs to be at your nearest Pee Wee league. Open competition.
Hey,
Let
Pete,
the better man start.
Hey, Pete, I'm gonna do it better for you. I remember I was listening to a TD stream, and TD was saying that Minka Fitzpatrick was like Yeah, Flores was a thing that we needed. He's direct. He's kind of like the voice we needed on our defense. Minka Fitzpatrick,
right,
the guy that so-called ran away from Flores, said that he's glad that Flores is on the defense.
And Shake Money, that's a good one. Oh, that's a hey, that's 1,000 points on that one. You're winning right now. Guess what? Where did you hear that Minka news and all of that? Was it on your local article or was it on these YouTube streets?
It was TD Finns Talk, home of the real Dolphins fans, baby.
TD Finns Talk. They spin anything they want these days. People will spin anything. I'm telling you. You see what happens when you start spinning things? Come to light years later. Time will tell, and we figure things out. There's no problem with Minka and Flores.
And that comment that just came up that Flores split the locker room, I agree. But other coaches have done it. Bill Parcells used to do it. Belichick does it. Mike Tomlin used to do it. Mike Tomlin has done it. That has nothing to do with winning. You're going to have your favorites. It doesn't matter. What Bill Parcells said about Lawrence Taylor. That Lawrence Taylor, listen, this is a morning show, and I've cussed already a couple times, so I won't do it here. We all know the story about Lawrence Taylor.
You owe like a few bucks.
I got
to
you.
Swear jar, my guy.
Steven, you know I got you. Hey, but Lawrence Taylor used to party his butt off Monday through Saturday, would miss meetings, wouldn't show up to practices. On Sunday, Bill Parcells said he was starting. That man showed up again. They had already had, I think it was like the first, each team had their first opening drives of the game. Lawrence Taylor walked into the stadium, the crowd went crazy, and then he went in and played the rest of the game. I don't want to hear about no favorite. You think that's favorites? Yeah, you're gonna have favorites when there's better players. Don't we have favorites now? One of my favorites on the team now is Tyreek Hill. I haven't seen him play, but he's one of my favorites. If Tyreek Hill came to me and said, "Hey, I fell asleep at practice because whatever," I'm not gonna say, "Hey, you know what? I'm gonna start Isaiah Ford. Go out there because I don't like Tyreek Hill." No. What do you mean?
Hey, you know what?
Pete and Lewis. See you later, Pete and Lewis. Wow. It took, appreciate the donation, Cruz. Thank you. Wow. Today has been a day. Cruz said, he said, bye. For Lewis's swear jar. Oh, Lewis, your swear jar's been paid. MCJB paid your swear jar fee. I appreciate the donations, gentlemen. Thank you. Thank you very much. Whew. All right, let's check in with Richie. Richie, what you doing there, bud?
Hey, sir. I was listening.
Richie, remember you have a $10 credit for your swear jar. So
no, he's at like he used 3 or 4 of them. No, he's at 6 now.
I think I've used them all. So yeah.
but Richie,
Richie,
is it winter there? Is it winter in Australia?
It's basically right on the doorstep. Right on the doorstep.
How cold is it there?
At the moment, not as cold as you would think, but not cold yet. It's what do you call it? Oh, what's before winter? Autumn. Yeah.
You're
it's
in
autumn vibe.
You're in that fall autumn bite. Okay.
Yeah.
So is it like 60 degree? Like, remember, we use Fahrenheit. We don't use Celsius over there.
Yeah. We use like 60. We use degrees.
Yeah, we're special over here in America. We use a totally different measuring system. Okay, so it's like, what is it, like 50 degrees Fahrenheit?
I feel bad. Hey, I feel bad because I have the feeling you guys are going straight into summer. We're going straight into bloody winter.
Hey, look, I do not like winter. I hate cold weather.
I hate winter.
Me too.
I come from a winter country, which is New Zealand, but I live in Australia. Australia's like hot.
Yeah, but do you guys get snow there? Does it snow there?
Oh, some areas, but it's very specific.
Sporadic.
Yeah, it depends where you go.
Got it.
And at certain times. But yeah, It's very rare. Very rare.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I love it, man. I love it.
But,
we got Robert in the back room. What's up, Robert?
Not much, buddy. How you doing?
Pretty good, man. How are you?
I've got 13 days until I fly to Vietnam. I'm good, man.
What are you going to Vietnam for?
Because I want to.
The war is over. It's been over.
Who says I'm going to war?
Okay.
There is cheap booze to have.
There's
and
cheap
fun
booze
to
to be had.
It's the honey.
I've never been to Vietnam, but I've never had anybody. What are you doing for vacation? Going to Vietnam? Never heard that before. So maybe it's cool. I don't know.
It looks awesome. It really does.
For the honeys.
I want to hear what are you doing for? I'm going on vacation. Actually, I want to hear people say. Someone say, "I'm going on vacation."
You going on vacations for what? For what? With
No, Iraq for vacation.
Iraq for Iraq.
That would actually have some problems for me.
Yeah. That probably wouldn't be good. That probably wouldn't be good at all. What's up, MCJB? How are you, MCJB? Are you at the pool?
What's up, MCJB?
MCJB's at the pool. He about to get in.
Love his music. Love his music.
By the way, I don't know if you care about this, but Archie Manning committed to Texas.
Yeah, just committed to Texas. That's all. I wonder what type of
love your music, MCJB.
MCJB, Richie says he loves your music, bro. I wonder what type of NIL deal he's gonna get.
I know Estefan is through the roof.
Estefan's probably very happy that Archie Manning's going to Texas. Let's see here. You guys haven't even seen the practice. How are you making opinions for opinions? How are you making your argument for opinions? I don't know who you're talking about. I wasn't even listening to those guys arguing at one point. I was tuning them out. I was like, what are they talking about? I have no idea.
Make no sense.
Can you hear me? What's I don't know, Scott. What are you talking about? Ben's Unity said Costa Rica next month.
I think Stephen D was letting them talk so they could get banned.
No, I was letting them, look, my channel is for everybody. If that's what they choose to talk about, if you want to change the topic, you have two options. You can ban them or come on the panel yourself and change the topic.
Oh, fair enough. Okay. Got you, brother. Got you.
Hey, Steven.
What topic were they even talking about?
I don't know. What's up, MCJB?
Can we do the donation again? $100. I'll do another belly flop till it's right.
Yeah. I mean, look, I'm not going to stop you. MCJB says for $100 donation to the channel, he'll do a belly flop in the pool.
And I won't stop until I actually do it correctly. Until I get a 10 from all of y'all.
Yeah, until he gets a 10 from everybody. Let's see the pool.
It better be proper.
Oh, this shit been broken. I'll pay for that.
A real belly flop?
A real belly flop. Yes, I did one last week. But the camera was out of the way.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Stephen D needs to turn it into a GIF.
Yeah, we could turn it into a GIF. That would be pretty cool.
Let's skip it.
Hit quad.
Get him. Uh-oh.
All right, and I'll do you one better. I'll make it a culmination of $100 starting now. So if somebody donates $10 or $20, we'll do it as a culmination. It doesn't have to be one straight $100 donation.
Steve, you're gonna be rich because of me. Watch. I'm keeping on going.
Pete says make it with a dolphin sound, and he'll do it. He'll donate the full 100.
Oh.
Pete says if you make it with the dolphin sound while you do the belly flop, he'll make it the full 100 donation right now.
Is it? Is that it?
Yeah. You got to do the dolphin sound, and Pete says he'll do the donation of 100 right now.
All right. Do it. I'll do a deal.
All right, Pete, you said deal.
But I gotta be.
no.
I gotta
Let's
post
see
mine.
if Pete does it. Actually, I just said, Pete, if you donate the full 100, that
Or should I do like a
Pete
little?
said that.
Or Steven, should I do like a little dolphin kick and then, like a little dolphin kick in midair and then try to land?
Yeah.
with the belly flop?
Yeah, like a dolphin kick with the belly.
That's gonna be hard.
The
And then
wiggle.
We'll make it into a GIF.
The wiggle. The
The
dolphin wiggle. It's the wiggle.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna switch to my computer.
Look,
The wiggle.
he's got to change cameras and everything. It's getting
I
real.
got to. Oh, let me see.
This is gonna be good.
Lewis, you're back, Lewis. What's up, Lewis? You're back.
I just wanted to say thank you to my man MCJB for the donation, for the swear jar. And Steven, I'm just here for you. If I'm up here, that means I'm getting kicked off and you're making money. It's a win-win for everybody.
Well, I didn't think you said anything bad.
I didn't either.
I didn't hear what you said.
My voice is a little raised today because my Lightning lost. I'm a little salty because of the Lightning, but boat parade is still on. It's still on, even at 3-1.
See, I don't know hockey at all, man. Don't know any of it.
Look, dude, that game last night was wild, huh, Lewis?
Yeah, it was, you know, we're all fans, and of course I'm a fan of the Tampa Bay Lightning, but we've been even all the games, we've been getting outplayed. They've been out physicaling us. They've seemed faster. We got a couple of injuries, and again, I'm not trying to make no excuses. We're in the finals, so you got to perform, and we're just getting beat. As of right now, the Avalanche just have been the better team.
Cruz says, don't take it personal. I just like donating to the #1 flip-flopper show on YouTube.
I got you, Cruz. That's what we're all here for, man. Listen, at the end of the day, I don't have no resentment for none of you guys. I love everybody in the community. This is what like Steven made a great point when I was in the back. Like, I love this channel because he gives everybody an opportunity, whether he might not like the conversation, whether it's a stupid conversation, funny, it doesn't matter. Steven gives us that platform, and that's what we should all appreciate. You know, like, we can disagree, but at the end of the day, I love David, I love Pete, and I love Stephen D. I love everybody out here. So it's only opinion based, and we can all disagree. But the one thing that we can't disagree about is that teal and orange. You know what I mean? We're Dolphin fans. So as long as we can come together on that, that's really what it's about. But I never take nothing personal.
Lewis, it's aqua and orange. You say teal again, I'm gonna ban you. I'm gonna ban you myself.
You man, we changed it so many times, man. You right. It's aqua. You right.
He said, "You're right. It's aqua and orange. I love it.
None but love, though, Lewis. None but love, brother.
Hey, Pete, are you? What are you doing? Are you donating for the belly flop for MCJB? Pete, what's up? Pete, MCJB said we get a collective $100 donation. He will do a belly flop into the pool and make a dolphin sound. Why he's doing it with a dolphin flip? I mean, come on, that's a big deal, guys. And if somebody donates before Pete, you think I want to see a man belly flop? Pete said. Pete ain't doing it, MCJB. You didn't have that line, bro. What you talking about?
That's tough. Come on, guys. I need $100. Let's get it.
If 10 people donated $10, that would get us there.
I gotta find the angle. I'll do. I can't do that. Hold on.
What's up, Crypto?
What's up, there? What's up, Lewis? What's going on, everybody?
What's up, Crypto?
Hey, I wanted to. When Pete was on earlier, I wanted to give him a lifeline and let him know about the history of the Dolphins Jets rivalries. Even when we had Dan Marino and high-powered offenses, we still was in shootouts, classic shootouts with Ken O'Brien as their quarterback. So we've had prolific high-powered offenses that looked unstoppable, and we still found our way to be in high-powered shootouts against those pesky Jets. So it's not uncommon for a division rivalry to give you hell even when you look like you have a super team. We gave the Patriots hell once a year, every year during their dynasty. And we were bad football teams. And we would still find a way to beat the Patriots that looked invincible. So this notion that we're just going to run roughshod over everybody in our division is nonsense. I say we split with our division and go 9-2 outside the division with a 12-5 record. That's how we get to be AFC East champions. Because Buffalo is going to struggle outside our division.
Look at Crypto being the voice of reason. That's what I'm talking about, Crypto. Come up here and be the voice of reason, man.
Yep. See, a lot of people think if we lose division games, it automatically equals division title loss. That's not necessarily true, because everybody in your division can be playing crappy outside the division with those 11 games that they play outside the division. And that's what I think what's going to happen to the Bills.
And MCJB, I'll change the terms since nobody's doing any donation. I'll change the terms. If one person does a $50 donation, it'll count. It will get MCJB to do the belly flop with the dolphin sound, and I will also allow a credit for one day day ban for one person in the future. So I will give you a credit to ban somebody in the future for one day on a $50 donation. I've never done that before. That's a big deal.
That's a big deal.
Wait a minute, say that again. You say he can ban somebody in the future, you get to use it at any given time?
Yep, for one day. For one person.
Bless
for
you.
one person.
Yep.
Thank you.
That's a big deal.
1 day ban.
One day ban, good for the future.
For what? For one belly flop?
He gets the belly. So, no, MCJB's going to belly flop, do it with a dolphin sound, and he'll do it till he gets a good belly flop in. And whoever donates the $50 will also get a, whatchamacallit, a credit to ban somebody in the future.
Hey, MCJB, I just saw a crocodile enter your pool, man. You might not want to go in there, man.
Hilarious.
Let's see. Let's see if anybody takes me up on that offer, because that's a good deal. You get to ban somebody for a day.
I keep my pool
It's good for anybody in the future. You can use it at any time. It's a big deal.
I keep my pool very clean. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Crypto, that's wrong. Crocodiles are saltwater. It was an alligator.
And I live in
right.
Y'all know that.
They got no saltwater crocs.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't get
yes.
My pool is actually
baby gators.
I'll do you one better. I'm glad you said that, Pete. If you donate,
good yourself.
If you donate $100 to the GoFundMe for whatchamacallit, for Todd, I will give you 2 credits for a future ban. 2 credits for 2 people to be used at any time in the future if you donate $100 to Todd's GoFundMe. I'm just saying.
What's Todd got to go and fund me for?
Todd is in a very difficult. So he's being evicted. Actually, he's been evicted now, and he's got a fiance who had a brain aneurysm a couple years ago, and a grandchild who is autistic and is kind of in a very tough predicament. So we're trying to raise money. Yeah, raise money to help him just with the transition to whatever that next place will be. So right now he doesn't have a place to live, and so we're just trying to help him out.
Okay.
So that's the GoFundMe.
What was your order?
All right. What's your order? What's your order, Robert? What's your order? Robert getting some food. Cruz says, making a future raffle entry credit worth $50.
Oh.
I'll do that for the one on YouTube. If you donate $50 right now instead of a future ban, you get to pick. You either get to use it as a future ban or $50 credit towards future raffle entry. I'll let you pick. There you go.
Okay. So we gotta go back to 100 now. If it's 50, then we're going back to 100. That's halfway there. Unless that's not cool with Steven.
Let's see what
so
they
what
do.
we do.
Let's see
Okay.
what they do first.
Let's see. We're gonna see.
No, you got to give us the belly flop for $50.
Yeah, you got to give us the belly flop for $50.
What? Wait, hold on. Time out.
But if they donate to Todd's GoFundMe, 100.
Oh, I'll definitely do that.
Then you get the belly flop. I'll do you better. You get the belly flop. You'll get 2 future bands, and you'll get a $100 credit towards a future raffle. What? Can't beat that.
You said for what? How much money? You said?
If you donate $100, I'm writing this down so I remember it.
All right.
$100 to Todd's GoFundMe gets you 2 credits to ban 2 people in the future for a day, and you get $100 credit to a future raffle. And if you do $50 on YouTube,
maid too, Steven.
if you do it on YouTube, I'll let you choose $50 credit. You either do 1 credit to ban 1 person or $50 towards whatchamacallit, a future raffle. I think that's fair, right, guys? That sounds fair.
I'll go with it.
Yeah.
There we go. Let's go.
You know what's crazy?
What happens? Yeah.
I just ate Chick-fil-A before coming on here.
Yeah, we don't need to see you throw up or anything. That's for sure.
I'm
We don't
good.
want to see that.
I'm digested. I'm digested.
He said, "I'm digested." I've never heard that term, but I got you. I like it.
No, not digested. Excuse me.
All right, so hey, real quick, Lewis, do you think Tampa Bay still comes back? They're down 3-1 now, right?
Yeah, we're down 3-1. I'll never go against my Lightning, so I'm hoping, but it's tough, man. They win 3 straight, two out of the last 3 in Colorado, and it'll be tough. What I'm hoping for is we just get it to a game 7, and then we'll let it lay where it lays. But if we can get it to 7, we definitely have a chance. But like I said, the Avalanche the first 4 games they've been the better team. Even the game we won, they were the better team.
Do you guys see the stuff over Deshaun Watson's suspension?
Oh, why? We almost went through a whole show without talking about it, bro. We almost went through a whole show without bringing up that man's name. Way to go, Robert. Robert, what did you order? What type of food did you get?
2 junior bacon cheeseburgers and some chicken nuggets before I go to physical therapy.
I love it. So before I go to 2 junior bacon cheeseburgers, some chicken nuggets, and then I'll go to physical therapy. I love it.
I'll hit the gym after physical therapy, but I need some food.
You're gonna burn off those calories. I'm not mad at you, bro. But I love how you threw that in there. I 2 junior bacon cheeseburgers and chicken nuggets before I go to physical therapy. All right, we'll start doing final thoughts of the day here. I'll make MCJB last. We'll see if we get anybody to.
I got a question.
Yeah.
Instead of doing the dolphin sign, can I throw the fin instead, Pete? Or is that a question for Pete?
Well, whoever donates can answer that. You can deal with them. All right, we will go with Robert. Robert, final thought of the day.
Junior bacon cheeseburgers are good. Physical therapy sucks. Really want training camp to get here, and let's go get drunk and beaten off.
Heck yeah, let's go, buddy. You sound like you were ready for a Stone Cold Steve Austin. A beer, another beer, and a beer. All right, Robert, be good, bro. I love Robert. All right. Crypto, final thought of the day. Crypto, you got to take yourself off mute, Crypto.
Hang on for one moment.
All right, Shake Money. Final thought of the day, Shake Money. Take yourself off mute.
Oh man, it's another beautiful day in Zamunda. You know how it is. I'm on a 4-day weekend vacation, so that's why I was able to chill a little bit. You know, I'm glad I got to spend some time with you guys. I love this discussion, and one thing, like I said, one thing that I could speak for Pete. He doubts Tua. I don't think he's a hater. He's a Tua doubter. But if he throws a touchdown pass, he'll celebrate just like every Dolphin fan would. So at the end of the day, like Lewis said, we may disagree on our takes, but we all bleed aqua and orange. Fins up, and love you guys. See ya.
I love you too, brother. Be good, man.
Be good, Shake.
Richie, go ahead, Crypto.
Yeah. I was looking forward to the belly flop. But
hey, you know, you can donate $50 and get the belly flap, bro. I'm just saying. Give me one of y'all.
It's all good. I wish I was near a pool.
Crypto donates $20 or $25. I will do it just for Crypto.
Oh, just for Crypto, bro. He said $25. He'll get you.
I used to swim 3 miles a day when I was in the Navy, but I can't do it no more because I don't have a pool nearby. Well, actually, I do. I guess I can go to one. But no, it's all good. But hey, Steven, good show. Thanks for having me. It's been a pleasure. Bro. It's been fun. Somebody spoke of vacation, but I'm about to take one myself starting next week, next Tuesday. Well, Tuesday, my birthday weekend, so coming up on Sunday. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, dude, enjoy, bro. Enjoy.
Yeah.
You staying up there, Crypto? You staying up there, Crypto, or are you going anywhere? You coming down south?
I'm probably gonna come down south in August on my August vacation slot. But I'm definitely gonna come in February for the games. I mean, not February, but in August, from the month of August to I'm planning October. Looks like October. I'm gonna do the October trip down there because that should be like the middle of the season. So I'll be coming down there then. I want to come in August, but you know, we don't have any meaningful games in August. But it's all good. It should still be 80 degrees when I get there in October.
It will
Hopefully.
be. It's still
yeah, it'll be nice down here in October.
You'll be good.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm expecting it to be at least 80. But yeah, it's all good. I'm gonna go to that Baltimore game too. Steven,
are you coming?
I expect you to be there.
Have you got dude? Buy your tickets and everything through me. And tell me.
You can get the tickets.
I have 65 tickets together, all Dolphins fans.
Oh, you do? Okay. Well,
yep,
then.
And I got the tailgate here. The link is here. The link is right here. Let me put it in here for you. I'll put it in the link for everybody. It's in the chat, not the private one, the public one. So if you guys want to come to the Dolphins-Ravens game in week 2, okay, yeah. I have a tailgate, all you can eat, all you can drink, and I got tickets to the game. And the night before, we're going to do a meet and greet at the bar. Haven't decided which bar yet because I need to know how many pre-sales I get.
Is that an afternoon game or a 4 o'clock game?
1 o'clock game. It's a 1 o'clock game.
Okay.
And I even have the hookup to the hotels too. So, yeah, man. So, dude, go. But you need to pre-buy. So if you can pre-buy your tickets, so the sooner you can buy them, the better. I have it all on sale now.
Okay. And you saying the tailgate is you doing that too?
Yep, tailgate, everything.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to be there.
Okay. Well, buy your tickets now. That way I can get it all in. And
I'm about a good 40 minutes from the Ravens Stadium from there.
Well, buy your tickets now. That way it's already locked in, and I can have that pre-sale because I got to put down payments on the caterers and stuff. So.
Okay.
All right.
Cool. Good deal.
Man, Crypto. All right. Yeah. I'll talk to
all
you,
right,
brother.
Crypto.
Be good, man.
All right, Lewis. All right, y'all. MCGB. You'll be good. Man down under, man. Be good.
All right, Richie Rich.
Yes, sir.
Final thought of the day, Richie Rich.
All right. I just want to say, first of all, thank you, Mr. Stephen D. Thank you, sir. And sorry for the foul language that has come out of my mouth. I am so sorry,
okay.
sir. But
you're good. You were grooving. You were vibing today, bro. You're good.
I was vibing, but that's still no excuse. You know, it is owed to you. It is owed to you. Swear jar it is. Swear jar it is. So sorry, sir, and thank you, sir, at the same time.
You're the man, Richie. I love you, brother. We love you.
Yeah. Thank you, brothers, and thank you everyone else who is down and who is not down. It is what it is. And thank you. Hey, man, MCJB, thank you very much for the music. Beautiful music. One love, boss. Thank you very much.
Hey, no, Rich,
sorry.
I was just gonna say before you go, man, when I cuss and you cuss, you sound way better. I just want you to know that.
You sound like you're from the down under, because you are.
I enjoyed hearing you cuss, Richie Rich. Just wanted to let you know that.
People might just pay your swear jar just to hear you cuss. All right,
Sorry.
Richie. Be good, Richie.
From what I'm seeing, it says Lewis Ambassador. You're the ambassador.
I hear
Even
you,
though
boss, man.
it doesn't say that, but I'm sorry, sir. But yes, it just feels like you're the ambassador. So like, yes, thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. And yes, I am down. I'm down. Fins up.
Richie. Fins up, brother.
All right,
Yeah,
love you,
thank
bro.
you very
Be
much,
good.
sir. Sorry for the intrusion.
You're
But
good.
yeah, definitely.
You're no intrusion, Richie. You're good. You're welcome anytime on this show.
Yeah,
You do not need an invitation. Just come. Just get up here.
I know. I just feel bad. I feel bad. But
everybody in the chat, if you're watching right now, tell Richie how much you love him.
Nah.
Put it in the chat right now.
I do feel bad because I owe you, man. I owe you because I stuffed up the rule, man. I was cussing. I was cussing.
You were drinking. You were vibing. It's like 4 a.m. in the morning there. You've been with us for all 3.5 hours of the show. You're good, bro.
Yeah, bro. You're good. You're definitely good.
Oh, one love, brother. One love. And
all right, bro.
I also love Pete's takes, man. Pete, he makes me crack up, man. He's the man. He's the man.
All right, Richie. Now you gotta go. You're talking about Pete. Now you gotta go. Nobody loves Pete's takes.
All right, Rich, be good. Yo, Richie's grooving, bro.
Richie's lit.
Richie is lit, yo. Lit. Love Richie, man. He's watching from the down under out in Australia. It's like 3:30 or 4 o'clock in the morning there right now. He's the man. Love him.
Dedication. That's
dedication.
That is.
That's real. That's real fan, bro. That's a real fan.
And that's what I'll just lead into my final thought, Stephen. That like right there, just the appreciation you see from a fan like that, not only a Dolphin fan, but just the appreciation. Bruh, like I love you, Stephen, but I'm not staying up till 4 a.m. with you. You know what I'm saying? So it just to have that guy come out here, Richie, and to show this community love, show you love. That's what this thing is about. That's kind of what I was saying earlier. I come out here and I raise my voice and I get loud and I get thrown off, but it's absolutely out of love and affection that I have for all you guys, man. So I'll just leave it with that. MCJB, if you do the flip or the belly flop, MCJB, quick question: is it with shirt on or shirt off?
Shirt
I
off.
Need to know.
Boy, it's off, man. I'm telling you, it's off. I'll do.
All right, I feel you, Pimp.
I don't want to do it just quite yet. When the time comes, I'll shirt off. Yeah, I did it last week. I'm doing it again. Yes, sir. But last week it was
people were hating on his belly flap, so he's like, "All right, I'll do it again." But this time, y'all gotta pay up.
I gotta do it again. I gotta do it again because it was more like a dive. I went up too much last time. Well, it's fine.
Y'all boys be easy, man. I love both of y'all. Y'all boys be easy. We'll talk fins again. I'm sure we'll talk fins again.
Yep. Hey, tomorrow's Spread Kindness Friday, bro.
Not if we keep having these conversations, ain't no Spread Kindness Friday.
It'd be Spread Kindness Friday. It won't be. It won't be. Where's? Did my mouse just die? No. Okay. It won't be Spread Chaos Friday. It won't be Spread Kindness Friday. Not chaos.
It won't be wilding.
Can we add a little chaos? Just a little bit?
Level 2 noob might want to add a little chaos to it.
All right, man. You fellas, y'all boys be easy.
Be easy, buddy. Love you, man. Be good.
You too, Lewis. Love you, man.
All right. Final thought of the day for MCJB. Just to let you know, MCJB is waiting to see if anybody will donate. There's two different things we have going. If you donate $100 to Todd's GoFundMe, because we're trying to raise some money for Todd. Here, and the link to Todd is in the chat, and I'll put it in there again. If you donate $100 to Todd, you'll get 2 credits to ban 2 future people in the future, and you will get a $100 credit towards whatever the next raffle is. So if it's a $5 raffle or a $10 raffle, that $100 will go towards that. If you donate $50 on YouTube here right now, or Cash App or PayPal, you'll get 1 credit to a future ban, to ban anybody you want in the future, 1 person, or a $50 future raffle. You get to choose. Whether it's you get the credit for a future ban, or you want that $50 to go towards a raffle in the future. And the kicker of all this, that once somebody donates, MCJB will go do a belly flop into the pool with no shirt on, belly flop into the pool as many times as he can until everybody gives him a 10. So we all give him 10s in the chat. Okay? So he might have a red stomach afterwards.
And just FYI, there is a diving board involved. I don't think y'all can see it, but there is a diving board involved, and it is bouncy.
All right, MCJB, final thought of the day from you. And once you're finished, I'll keep you in the back room to see if anybody donates that.
Sounds good. I'll stay on the backstage. So before I say my final thought about that tail greeter, I could ask you on Instagram, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna put you on the spot. Is you know who gonna come? Not
Who?
gonna. Solo.
Solo's gonna be there? Yeah, Solo's gonna be there.
I was just wondering.
We got it. Dude, we got a DJ. We got former players coming. Bro, it's going to be a vibe in Baltimore, bro.
Well, I'm going to go because I have a cousin. It's going to
be awesome. It's going to be awesome in Baltimore.
My cousin goes to the University of Maryland. She's getting her master's degree in law. So she's up there. I don't know what part, but I'll be up there for week 2.
Well, then you're coming. So buy your tickets, buy your tailgate now. Just like I'm telling everybody, so we can do that, man. It's gonna be good times, bro.
How many spots are left? If you don't mind me asking.
They're limited. There's not a lot left. I'm trying to get it all done so we can put the caterers out and everything. So buy your tickets. Let's go.
Let's go, man. Final thought of the day. Sorry. Thank you, Steve. Thank you for having me on as always.
Yeah, man.
Love you, man. Keep doing what you're doing. Fins up. And yeah, let's get it, man. Come on, get them $100, 50 or 100. Let's go. I'm ready to jump in the pool. It's hot. It's hotter than Hades here in Atlanta, Georgia. Let's go.
Said it's hot out here in Georgia. All right, MCJ,
it's hot Atlanta, baby.
I'll put you in the back room while I do my final thought of the day.
All right, sounds good.
We'll see if anybody donates here in the last couple of minutes. Miami Sports Music's #1 Miami fan morning show, Clock Blockers. Look, man, I love you all. Y'all are the best fans in the world. I love doing this every morning with you. It's been a lot of fun today. I hope you all have enjoyed it. I've enjoyed it personally. A little over 3.5 hour show today. Okay. A little over 3.5 hour show today. So, if you're going to come to Baltimore, get your tickets now. The link is in the description below. Donate to the channel. Help the channel grow. Help our boy, our man, our Finlaw, our fellow Finlaw, in need, man. We want to help. We want to help him out. There's just Todd is such a good guy, so we want to help Todd out. So yeah, donate to his GoFundMe. Let's raise some money for him. Any little bit helps. Here, I'm putting the link back into his GoFundMe. Please, look, even if y'all right now just donated $1 to the GoFundMe, it goes such a long way into helping that. There's 44 of y'all watching. All 40 of you go donate $1 to the GoFundMe. $1, $5, $10, $50. It does not, like, whatever you can spare. Let's help Todd out. He's a Finlaw, and if it was any one of you and you guys were in a very similar situation with very similar, I would want to do the same for you. I love you all. You all are my family, and when there's somebody in need, I want to be able to help each other out, and that's the best part of having a platform like this, is being able to help people out. So it's good stuff. I think that's all I got for today. It looks like, am I breaking up a little bit? Can you all hear me? Can you all see me? I don't know if you all can or not. Yeah? Okay. Any final people trying to do this? I don't see. Oh, MCJB wants to do the belly flop. Let's go. $50 gets you the belly flop. So if 5 people donated $10 right now on the channel, it would get us there. It would get us there. Come on now. Help the channel grow. I will say a portion of all the donations that you guys send to me, I'm going to send over as a donation too. Let's go. Nothing. I'm going to give you all a minute or two. People are saying payday's tomorrow. I know, but this is for today. This is for today. Tomorrow might have a whole new thing. MCJB might say, well, tomorrow's payday, so it's got to be $200 now tomorrow. I don't know. We'll talk behind closed doors. MCJB. I don't know if they're going to do it, cuz that's all right. I get it. I understand. But I love you, MCJB. Keep doing your thing, man. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow's Spread Kindness Friday. Should be a good show. I love you all. Please share it. The link. Let people know that we're here. Go back and rewatch any parts that you missed today. I will see y'all. Peace and hair grease. Miami Sports Music's #1 Miami Fan Morning Show. Clock Blockers right here on the Miami Sports Music Podcast Network. Let's go. Peace.